Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, time shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams want more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. DLA's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. DLA is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. DLA is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. DLA is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. DLA is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. DLA's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. DLA is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams want more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. DLA's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. DLA is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. DLA is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. DLA is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. DLA is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburghers power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fight. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fight. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall.
Good evening, everybody. Can't speak. Good evening, everybody, and welcome, of course, to Dr. DeLay. I am Dr. DeLay, and we've got some more NFL football for you today as the final game of the day featuring the Minnesota Vikings coming in today with a 5-8 record. Take on the Dallas Cowboys, who enter today with a 6-6-1 record. Cowboys favored by 5.5, the over-under 47 points, so about an average scoring game in today's NFL. Hopefully it's a good one. And again, I appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Of course, again, I appreciate you guys. And Matthew again. Nash, how's it going? Thank you again for tuning in. Scott, how's it going? Christopher, Yin Yang again. Casey, appreciate you guys. George, as always, thank you again. And hopefully it's a good game. Of course, we had a lot of results today. We'll go ahead and show what happened just in case you missed what happened. I just realized I didn't update the scroll. I'll edit the scroll as soon as I can. So yeah, let's see. All right, so starting off the day, we had the Bears over the Browns 31-3, Ravens 24, Bengals nothing, Chargers 16, Chiefs 13, Bills 35, Patriots 31, Commies 29, Giants 21, Eagles shutting out the Raiders 31-0, Jaguars over the Jets 48-20, Texans over the Cardinals 40-20. Broncos over the Packers, 34-26, heartbreaking for the Packers. Again, they've lost Micah Parsons for the year. Rams 41, Lions 34, Saints 20, Panthers 17, 49ers 37, Titans 24, and then Seahawks over the Colts 18-16. What does that mean for the playoff picture? Well, we can tell you that we have two teams clinched. Two teams have clinched, the Broncos and the Rams. So congratulations to those guys for clinching the playoffs. I thought the Seahawks would have clinched. I guess not. Seahawks are 11-3, but I guess they don't have all the tiebreakers. Broncos and the Rams do. So congratulations to those teams right there on clinching. In the 2 spots for each conference, we have the Patriots and the Bears. At the 3 spots, Jaguars and the Eagles. At the 4 spot, the Steelers and the Buccaneers. 5, so the Chargers and the Seahawks. 6 are the Bills and the Niners, the 49ers. And at the 7 spot, the Texans and the Packers on the bubble. 3 teams left for each conference. The Colts at the 8, Ravens 9, Dolphins 10, the AFC. And then for the NFC, we have the Lions, Panthers, and the Cowboys. Oh, my. So, again, the Cowboys, they are in a world of trouble. So they need to win out, and, of course, they need a lot of help. I don't know how it'll go. But, yeah, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Dr. Lee Francis, congrats. Thank you. Yeah, 3K, we accomplished that today. Or, no, yesterday. Pardon me. Going to put the chat to my right this time as I have to edit the scroll. My bad again. I should have edited this a while ago. But, yeah, no, a pretty big day of football. Pretty big day of football. And, I don't know. It's been a good day. I do appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Joining me on today. Again, this is my 3rd and final game of the day. Don't ask for another today. I'm done. And if you did have another, I'd ask you, what in the world do you want me to call at that hour? Because that would definitely be something happened here. I hate when I do things and I don't know how to back out here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to move away there. There we go. 6, 6, and 1. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, there we go. We're good. Sorry, guys, for that. Just forgot to change that at the end of the last game. Okay, so, yeah, we are back, and we are ready again. Thank you again for the congrats. Yeah, no, 3K. That is so cool. Again, all in 1 year. So, less than a year. Less than a year. Again, I started doing this in March, so technically that's the year point, but we'll just go ahead and say December was the year, and then we'll move on to year 2 next month. Vikings got this in the bag. Chichori, appreciate you again for tuning in. That'll be interesting. The Cowboys again favored by 5.5. The Vikings don't have the vote in the chat. Again, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. Everyone here. Right now, the Cowboys with 65% of the votes. 35% of the vote going to the Vikings. So, again, we'll see if the Vikings can pull the upset and pretty much put the dagger. It would be a huge dagger. They wouldn't be eliminated. to my knowledge, if they were to lose tonight. But it would practically be right there. Again, they'd be 6-7-1. The wild card would be 9-4-1. Yeah, it would just be really tough. Again, they could go 9-7-1. The Packers would have to lose out. The Cowboys have to win out. And I'm sure there's other tiebreakers that would have to happen. So, yeah, it's just not looking ideal if you are a Cowboy fan. Again, that loss, that win by the Eagles today was almost a clincher at this point. Not necessarily, but almost. So, again, we're just waiting for kickoff. About 2 minutes, I would say. 2 or 3 minutes away from kickoff. And, again, let me know what you think down below about the NFL today. Again, a lot of stuff happening. Of course, Phillip Rivers came back. Definitely not his peak self, but, it's still pretty cool. We'll look over those highlights later today. I'm sure they already released on YouTube, to be honest with you, but I'll worry about that after the stream. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The Cowboys, again, they pretty much need to win out to have a chance. Again, even if they do, it's very unlikely that they would make the playoffs because, again, 10-6-1, that's not going to be enough, believe it or not, to get in. And the Cowboys, I don't know. Let's look at who they play the last few weeks. They play the Chargers. They would play the Chargers, which that's a tough game. The Commies and the Giants. So honestly, not the toughest schedule to finish the year, but they are divisional games regardless. So again, it's just not looking ideal if you're a Cowboys fan. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. And of course, the Vikings, they've been out. And JJ McCarthy, I would say at this point, kind of playing for his job. If he finishes strong again, he had a good week last week. Can he build on that and continue to go and put up performances like that? Then maybe the Vikings do have their guy. If he does struggle, goes back to what he has been, it would not surprise me to see the Vikings move off McCarthy after this year. Again, he wouldn't have gotten a lot of starts, but the starts that he's put out has just been very poor at best. McCarthy, a Vikings quarterback, yes. Waiting for the cookies. Heat up some cocoa. Now I have hot cocoa and hot chocolate chip cookies. Very good stuff there, Trisk. Thank you again for tuning in. Appreciate it. Again, hopefully you are okay. Again, Trisk was hit earlier today, car accident. So, I'm just upset with I know he told me, it's like, yeah, well, the kid was just being whatever. I'm like, I'm still mad at the kid. So stupid. Really upset, Definitely would have been I would be very upset if something severe happened, of course. But anyway, you're good. So, again, we're just ready for some football. As, again, the Cowboys, all they can do is just control what's in front of them. That's what Dak's pretty much preaching here on the sideline to the reporter. Talking about George Pickens again. He had a pretty rough game. We covered that one as well. Cowboys-Lions. George did not have a good game. He was definitely the talk of the town. Of course, the playoff picture again. Rams 1, Bears 2, Eagles 3, Buccaneers 4, Seahawks at 5, 49ers at 6, and the Packers at 7. So just, again, a huge logjam. The first 7 spots, and then, of course, the Lions at 8 and 6. They're not in right now. Panthers at 7 and 7. With their loss to the Saints, the Panthers lost to the Saints. They now drop out of the playoff picture. The Buccaneers slide back in. So they were out for a few days. Now they're back in. And of course, again, the Cowboys, they are just holding on by a thread. Didn't like him at Michigan. Don't expect much in the pros. Yeah, well, he just wasn't really asked to do much at Michigan. Michigan had a really good team. A lot of ground and pound approach there. And it just... it just wasn't, I don't know. I was definitely surprised as well when they took him in the first round. Aubrey ready to kick things off here. Miles Price going to be in the end zone awaiting his kick. We'll see if he actually is given a chance to return. As the Panthers going to be wearing all purple. I hate that personally. Got to mix it up, throw some white pants in there. As the Cowboys wearing their traditional home jerseys, white jerseys, silver bluish pants, and of course their silver helmets. Referee just standing in front, not letting him kick off yet because you got to get those commercials in as there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 6. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. He's at the 30. The pile going to move him to the 32-yard line. Still moving, but they're going to whistle it dead. So that's a terrible job by the officials already. So here come the Vikings and JJ McCarthy. McCarthy ranked the 32nd PFF quarterback this year. They're only 32 spots, so you can go figure where he ranks. He's actually not last. So you have more rankings there. As Avery pulling for the Cowboys. Appreciate you, Avery. Avery, a big Cowboys fan. So thank you again for tuning in. Panthers not wearing purple. These are the Vikings. As it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 32. McCarthy is under center, sending a man in motion. As McCarthy takes the snap and hands it off. This is Jones down the left side. Breaks a tackle at the 35. And is going to be brought down at the 38-yard line. Nice run there by Aaron Jones Sr. Gain of 6. The former Packer. And now with the Vikings switching NFC North teams. Last week, again, 16 for 23, 163 and 3 touchdowns. Just again, works best whenever he doesn't have to throw it a lot. And doing well there. Good evening, Doc. How's it going, Bill? Good to see you. We got, again, the final game of the day, Vikings and the Cowboys, as McCarthy has it 2nd and 4 at the 38. McCarthy drops back looking, fires. It is batted at the line, and it is intercepted. Unbelievable. And it's intercepted by a lineman. He's tackled at the 35-yard line. Quinnen Williams with the pick. Unbelievable. Dak is smiling and laughing. That's not a good sign for how this game is going to go. Oh, my goodness. McCarthy throwing a pick. It was batted at the line. Let's see again. I don't know if there was batted again. I thought a Viking batted it forward. Yeah, it was batted twice. I don't know if a Viking touched it the second time. But, yeah, that is not good news for the Vikings. Already a turnover, and the Cowboys will take over at the Minnesota 35. McCarthy smiling. Again, not a good sign if you're just watching and trying to get a good game here. As Prescott is under center, hands it off up the middle. This is Williams, and he's going to be slammed down after a yard or so. Brought down at the 33-yard line for a gain of 2. Second play of the game. Are you kidding me? You're not kidding at all. It is not a joke. As Trisk pulls for the boys. 3rd and 8. Prescott in the gun. Trips to the right, tight ends in tight to the left. Sending CD in motion. As Prescott changing stuff up at the line. Williams now going to be underneath the guard. As Prescott drops back, looking over the middle. Fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for the tight end there. Span Ford. Not able to connect on that one. Took a big hit there. Rip Green Bay. Yep, Draven, they suffered. Yeah, Micah Parsons again. The torn ACL. That is a huge, huge loss. So 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys as they need to get to the 25-yard line. They are at the 33. Prescott moving around in the shotgun formation there as he drops back, looking to his right. Prescott throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 30, and Lamb is going to be slammed down after maybe a yard or so, and that'll make it 4th and 4 for the Cowboys, and they will have to settle for 3. Let's go, Cowboys, says Ben. Appreciate you, Ben. Good evening, Doc. How's it going, Jim? How is it going? 7 injuries, this is saying. Yeah, Mahomes again. Mahomes is also the other big story. Patrick Mahomes, he's out for the year as the Chiefs, again, eliminated today as well. Just a lot of stuff happening, a lot of eliminations, and we got our first clinchings of the year as far as clinching a playoff spot. 47-yard attempt. Oh, and they pass it to Aubrey, the fake field goal. Aubrey going to slide down. Did he get it? Oh, it's going to be close. Looks like they're going to give it to him. That is going to be a Cowboys first down. Couldn't really tell by the angle, but a fake field goal run Brandon Aubrey with a gain of 6, and that is a Cowboys first down. Unbelievable. He actually could have thrown it there. I don't know. I'm starting to think he may have started the slide at the 25, or maybe just shy of that, but no replay there as Prescott going to hand it off up the middle as he stumbles forward to the 21-yard line for a gain of 2. That was Javonte Williams on the carry. Panthers sold so hard. They did. Seth hates the Cowboys, but Ben says it's nice. Ben loving the Cowboys. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Cowboys. As again, they're at the Minnesota 21. A fake field goal keeping the drive going. Imagine that. Prescott going to be in the shotgun. Make it 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Prescott guiding traffic. He drops back, looking to his right. Heavy pressure, fires on the middle. It's caught at the 15. And Flournoy going to be brought down at the 11. Again, last week he was pretty much the de facto number 1 receiver after Lamb went down. It wasn't Pickens. Flournoy with a great game and a great catch there, as that is a Dallas Cowboys first down. Harrison Smith, yes, he's still playing. He was the one on the blitz there, unable to get a hand on it. Seems so on the replay. Scripted? Yeah, I don't know about scripted, but definitely not a good spot in my opinion. Again, I would have liked to see a replay on that. I think he slid before the 25. It is what it is, though. 1st and 10 at the 11 as Prescott hands it off to Javonte Williams at the 10, and he's brought down at the 5. Gain of 6. As the Cowboys once again in the red zone, looking to punch it in again with them going for it on 4th down. You have to imagine that they're going to go for it here if it's on 4th down as well. Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator for the Vikings, of course, one of the top-notch coordinators in the NFL. Don't ask him to be the head coach, but, he's a pretty good coordinator. As Prescott takes the snap and hands it off up the middle, as Williams going to be brought down at the 4-yard line for a gain of a yard. I don't know why the Vikings fumbled the ball. They threw a pick. There, actually. It was batted in the air, and McCarthy just, I don't know, just couldn't bat it down. So 3rd and 3. Prescott going to be in the gun. Got trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Flournoy is in motion. As Prescott drops back. He's going to take off on the quarterback draw. He's extending forward and is going to be brought down at the 1.5 yards. He's going to be a half-yard short. He needed to get to the 1. He gets to the 1.5. I don't know what the referee's doing there. But anyway, so it's going to be 4th and 1. Again, you have to imagine they're going to go for it. Not going to lie, I took a nap. What the heck did Aubrey just do? They did the fake field goal run. Snapped it to the holder, and he tosses it behind his shoulder. That rhymed. And then Aubrey takes it 6 yards to keep the drive alive. 4th and 1. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and Williams is going to get it. And the Vikings saying that's a terrible spot, but the referee saying that is a first down. Of course, Williams emerges from the pile well short of the line of game, but again, it's not really where he emerged. It's where he got the farthest. So they're going to give him a first down, or at least they're going to measure it. I think that's clearly a first down. So yeah, that is a first down, but again, I'd like to see the replay. Hands it off to Williams. Williams had some trouble with it. And Williams did appear to get to the 1. Again, I don't know. Let's look at this replay here. Williams leaning forward. Yeah, you got to go with this call on the field there. What did the defense forget the quarterback can run? It's just the way it is. The Vikings should have never gotten rid of Cousins. I don't know about that one there, but definitely in a rough spot here with their quarterback play. It's a great stop by Minnesota. That was not a great stop because they allowed a yard to be gained, or a half a yard. So 1st and goal as Prescott going to be under center. Referee going to get in his way because why not? It is the ref show and the ump show. As Prescott sends a man in motion, hands it off up the middle. Williams leaning, and he's in. Touchdown. Dallas Cowboys. And the touchdown turkey loves touchdowns, folks. He does. He's unbiased. He loves touchdowns. That's what he's biased about. As the Cowboys open up the scoring, leading 6-0 as we, of course, await the extra point. How's it going, Jacob? How's it going? Yo, did you hear about Parson Mahomes? Yes, I did. I don't know. It looks like he's a bit short. No, Seth, I think you might be a little biased there. How do you like me now? Says Jim. I don't know if you're referencing the Patriots or not, as there is the extra point. It is up. It is good. Cowboys leading 7-0 with 8:23 left to go in the first quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here again. All this set up because of the interception. 3 plays later, they do the fake field goal run, and it works. And, of course, a few plays later, the Cowboys find the end zone. And it begins. Cowboys going to roll. We'll see. I hope not. I hope it's a good game. That's all I can hope for. I don't want a blowout. I'm tired of blowouts. Blowouts are not fun. They're not fun to call. I hate them so much. How do you like me? Oh, Cousins. Oh, you like that. You like that. Yeah, that was Cousins. Yeah. Yeah, Cousins. I don't know. Cousins just isn't all that great. Which, I mean, he had a decent game, I guess, Thursday night. But, again, that was a lot of short throws. Definitely a lot of yak. I don't know if he can make the big throws. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight for Sunday nights. We have, of course, the Cowboys and the Vikings in this one. These are teams that I've called each 3 times to this point. This is their 4th game, each of them. The Cowboys are 1-2 when I call games for them. The Vikings also 1-2. Coincidentally, I don't know, I find it interesting. The Lions with 4 losses when I call them, they're 2-4. So maybe I really shouldn't call Lions games anymore. That is rough. Jeez, he's better than McCarthy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so, but I don't know if, like, last year they had Sam Darnold. So, Sam Darnold definitely better than Kirk Cousins at this point. So, I don't know. I think they're fine. They were fine to move off Cousins. Cousins, to me, just, again, I'm not, he was a guy that got the stats early in his career. Definitely got the, he was the, I don't know, he was the guy that, hey, whenever he wasn't in prime time, that guy could perform. But if it was a big game, don't ask him. Don't ask him to do well. My hair is going crazy back here. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot to be better than McCarthy. There you go. There you go. Yeah, McCarthy again, 0 for 1 tonight with a pick. Again, it was bad at the line. It is unfortunate. Unfortunate in McCarthy's. And he was smiling when he walked off the field. I guess he's like, yeah, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. This is ridiculous. The NFL doesn't want me to succeed. It is what it is. Done indeed. All right, so we're back here in Dallas, or Arlington, I guess, to be more specific, where, again, the Cowboys lead 7-0 over the Vikings. Cowboys looking to hold the Vikings yet again, and again, of course, keep their slim playoff hopes alive as Aubrey kicks it off. That's going to bounce at the 5, rolling at the 4. He's at the 10. He cuts inside and is dropped at the 13-yard line. Miles Price, nothing doing there. And the Vikings will have pretty bad field position there. Like number Franco Harris. Wow, 32 likes already. That's pretty good. I really wonder what the excuse is going to be for Shador. Yeah, I didn't get to see him today. I'm really bummed out about it, man. Would have been a nice hate watch. Would have been a nice hate watch. Oh, well. But I don't know. It is what it is. I'll get to see him in a few weeks. Steelers play the Browns. So 1st and 10 here at the 14. McCarthy is under center. Receiver down to the right. As McCarthy takes a snap and hands it off. And he is losing 3 on the play. I'm surprised. I feel like the defensive lineman just jumped the snap. Man, that was a great play there by Clark. Unbelievable. What was that? I think Clark may have jumped there. I don't know. But yeah, what a play there by Kenny Clark. Regardless, loss of 3 as the Vikings will have it 2nd and 13 at the 11. McCarthy in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right as McCarthy drops back. He's looking in the middle. Steps up. McCarthy moving to his left. He throws it in the flat. It's caught at the 15. He's at the 20. And Hawkinson fighting forward, leaning forward, and gets the first down. TJ Hawkinson. Remember him? Yeah, remember he was on the Lions. Now with the Vikings, as that is a Minnesota Vikings first down. See here. So they've been pesky spoiler. Yep, they have been. Is Joe Biden there? I don't know. Why do you ask? There was Roger Staubach. This guy. Bears run game and defense is really good. Yeah, Bears pretty good. 1st and 10 at the 24 as McCarthy sends a man in motion, and he's going to hand it off up the middle, and he is going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Maybe a yard. Looks like they are going to give him a yard there for Aaron Jones. Somehow my peacock switched to Spanish. I heard goal. This guy. That is interesting. As it's 2nd and 9 coming up for the Vikings. McCarthy, again, has had a rough year. 56% completion percentage. That's just not good. That is just not good. You can't do that in today's NFL. 2nd and 9, ball at the 25. McCarthy in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. McCarthy lifts the leg, takes a snap, drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 30, and he breaks a tackle. Addison does, as he's wrapped up at the 33-yard line. Going to make it 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. McCarthy was high-fiving all the first responders there. That's pretty cool. So 3rd and 1 coming up for McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. McCarthy going to be under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left as he sends Naylor in motion. McCarthy takes a snap and hands it off. Jones makes a guy miss, but then goes nowhere. That is actually a loss on the play. And the Vikings, facing a 4th and 2 in their own territory, will most likely punt. As Kevin O'Connell rolls his eyes, he is just... Thank you, John. I was really trying to listen to the Spanish announcer. Didn't hear a name. This guy. I bet you were. So Minnesota, again, going to have to punt it. This is right. Back to punt. Turpin back to receive. He only has 8 returns this year. What the heck? Has he been hurt? Has he not been returning? There's the punt. Everyone fair catches it now, I guess. Going to bounce at the 30. Rolling at the 20. Oh, my goodness. What a punt. Rolling at the 3. What the heck? Taking an amazing Vikings bounce, and the Cowboys will start their drive inside their own 5. McCarthy is going to make Vikings fans need a first responder. Yeah. Perhaps. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm actually going to go and do some research here because I am curious. I won't share my research. I just want to do research for me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. Interesting. Wow. Very interesting indeed. Okay. All right. Well, I might share my research here. Very interesting stuff. Okay. So McCarthy, again, not good. We can all agree. Passing really bad. 56% completion percentage. Not good. There is a certain rookie quarterback from Colorado that has a completion percentage of 52. Is that better or worse? I'm just saying. Might not be pretty good. I don't know. I have no idea. One guy gets hated on by everyone. The other guy gets hated on by 50%. Alabama versus Oklahoma Friday. Calling that game? Yes, we are. Hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? Doing good tonight. Congrats on reaching 3K. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That was against Pittsburgh. 97-yard drive would be coming up. It would be. Minnesota Vikings for the win. We'll see what happens here, Minister. Roll time. Minnesota. Yep. Minnesota. Again, we're just waiting for commercial break. Of course, the games have played today. We'll go over, I guess, the other games maybe at the end of the quarters during halftime. But pretty much for this game, the Cowboys, again, they got to win. They got to win. And if they lose one more, they're pretty much done. You can stick a fork in them, and that is it. But they already have slim chances anyway. AI Overview predicts Dallas winning tonight. Google has Dallas beat the Vikings 20-25. Puts up Dallas winning score tonight. Oh, wow. Makes you wonder if the NFL is truly scripted. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Shador is good, not elite. The Browns just set him up to fail. I don't know. I would disagree there. I think he does the same thing in other places. He really would. I mean, he could, again, I have no sympathy for the guy. The guy could have went to Baltimore. He said no. That is a fact. He could have been drafted in the 5th round. He said, I'm good. As Prescott hands it off up the middle, and he gets nothing there. No gain on the play. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cowboys. That was the backup running back. I actually forgot his name. I could not tell you. What is his last name? Davis. That's right. Davis on the carry. 2nd and 10 coming up as he is at the 3. Prescott under center at the 3. As Prescott drops back looking, fires. It is dropped by Pickens. Incomplete. Murphy on the coverage. As Murphy, again, you have to imagine they will be yapping a lot tonight. The way to get inside Pickens' head is just to talk to him. That's all you got to do. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Cowboys. Brown set up to fail by making him throw 3 interceptions. I didn't get to look at the stat line. I'll watch the highlights, of course. Bunch of highlights I want to watch too today. 3rd and 10, ball at the 3. Prescott in the gun, hands it off up the middle, crossing the 5, and is brought down at the 10. That is a gain of 8. They're going to give him to the 11 there. That is Lupke on the carry. And the Cowboys facing a 4th and 2 from their own 11. I don't know if they really would, go for it here. I doubt it, but I guess you never know. Who's winning right now? Not the Vikings, yep. 3rd down penalty. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. He had a 30.3 quarterback rating. That's tough. That is tough. I guess I should say passer rating, not QBR. There is the punt. That's going to be caught at the 47, and that was dangerous, as there was a lot of stuff happening there. So the Vikings will have pretty good field position, their best field position of the night, as there's Josh McCown. That's so weird to see, again, former players. Anyway, so yeah, they'll be at the 47. 30.3. Yeah, again, I'm going to be looking at the Colts, Seahawks, Browns, Bears, Bills, Patriots. Going to be watching those later. So, it'll be pretty fun. It should be pretty fun. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Talk about the game. You can talk about, the NFL, the playoff picture, whatever. I do try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. So don't be a stranger unless you want to be. That's okay. I totally get that part. Yeah, I'm a silent guy in most chats myself. But, and of course, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. 69% of you guys with the Cowboys, 31% with the Vikings. Right now, of course, the Cowboys looking all right as they lead 7-0 over the Vikings. Again, the Cowboys were, granted pretty good field position thanks to the McCarthy interception, and then they went for it on 4th and 2, and they got, that was just wild with the fake field goal, 4th and 4 or something like that, which they eventually again punched it in. They punched it into the end zone. Steelers tomorrow night, yes. And, of course, again, if you're looking for more NFL action, well, I can't do anything after this game as far as today. But I, of course, will be calling the Steelers-Dolphins game tomorrow, so join me for that one. Make fun of the Steelers all you want. It is what it is. I'll be there in case we lose. I'll be there in case we win. So feel free to join me for tomorrow night's action. Again, the Dolphins traveling to Pittsburgh in a pretty big game, to be honest with you. Again, of course, the Ravens winning. So that's interesting when it comes to the Steelers, of course, them needing to win. But the Dolphins have won 5 of the last 6 games, so the Dolphins are a sneaky hot team right now. No one's really talking about that. They are still in the playoff picture. And I'll show you guys that a little bit later, but very interesting. I thought the game was tonight. This guy. Gamblers, beware of goofy play calling. Coach has been calling goofball plays all day. 3rd and long at the 40, and coach calls a run play. I don't know. Yeah, he bakes. I don't know, man. I just wouldn't trust. I wouldn't bet anymore, man. I mean, I don't bet at all, but yeah, I wouldn't gamble. I wouldn't gamble in today's environment. It's just not the way. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Vikings. They will have it at their own 47. McCarthy lifts the leg. And the snap doesn't happen. He lifts it again, takes the snap, play action, looking, swings it down the flat. It's caught at the 45. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, and he's ripped out of bounds after a nice play. And there is a penalty on the play as he kind of went down a little awkwardly. So we'll see what happens there. Jones is okay, though. Why do we torture ourselves as being sports fans? I have no idea. Personal foul against the Cowboys. Going to be a horse collar. So that'll tack on 15 after the very impressive run there by Jones. Oh, yeah, just can't do that. Ripping out his the dreads, too. Oh, my gosh, that had to hurt. So 1st and 10 here at the 20. And I'm very sorry, Chris. I'm very sorry, Chris. That's tough. One, they had a really bad coach at the beginning. Dolphins lost. Well, they had the same coach. 1st and 10 at the 20. McCarthy is under center as he drops back. Play action, rolling to his left. McCarthy throws it to the end zone. Oh, what a catch! What a throw! Touchdown, Minnesota Vikings, as Naylor makes the catch for the score, but he remains down. Tell you what, that was a pretty good throw. Naylor again went up to grab it. McCarthy rolling to his weak side, throwing this on the run. That's a great throw. Tell you what, doesn't set his feet at all. That's just, wow. Jeez. That is, wow. Again, there's no feet on the ground. That's a pretty great throw. There should have been pass interference on the Cowboys there, but no. Again, the Vikings have just scored. There is an injury, and they may be reviewing it. I'm not too sure. Yeah, appreciate it, Chris. Again, I'm very sorry about that. That is unfortunate, man. That's a loss. That's a huge loss there for the Packers, both, of course, on the stat sheet and, of course, with the roster. My day with sports was pretty good besides me, the Colts losing. Yeah, it's tough. Detroit game, 3 straight run plays behind the line of scrimmage. I called that game. I actually don't recall, but I'm sure it happened. Naylor, yeah. Naylor he's actually up and walking. That's a tough surface to bounce on. Yeah, yeah. So, again, it is a touchdown. Looks like they they approved it. I don't know. Reviewed it, not too sure. But, yeah, the Vikings have they added the 6 there on the screen as Naylor going to be walking off the field. Again, that was a great throw. Honestly, a great throw. Great catch as well. As we're just awaiting the extra point at this point. So the Vikings making it interesting again. We all kind of saw this game and we're like, well, how the Cowboys are playing as of late, putting up a lot of points. And, the Vikings are like, it's going to be bad. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. 7-7 is your score. 2:35 left to go in the first quarter. Vikings answering back with a touchdown of their own. JJ McCarthy to Jalen Naylor in the back of the end zone. Of course, Naylor is okay after, again, it was a long drop. You go up to get it. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free again to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I'm trying to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. The chat will forever and always be a big part of the channel. So don't hesitate to chat down below. And of course, feel free to vote in the poll. 71% of you guys with the Cowboys winning tonight. 29% with the Vikings. And right now it's 7-7. So very interesting. And, of course, again, I'll be calling tomorrow's Monday Night Football game with the Steelers, Dolphins Steelers, so join me for that one if you're looking for a play-by-play guy. Again, subscribe to the channel, and you will definitely, I'll definitely see you tomorrow, as most likely I'll be towards the top of your feed. That's pretty much the only thing that happens. When you subscribe, I just move closer to the top. That's all it is when it comes to searching other, like Vikings Cowboys. Oh, I'm subscribed to Dr. DeLay. Oh, look at that. He's the first guy on my feed. Look at that. Anyway, what do you think about Bo Nix and the Broncos? Very impressive win. Very impressive win. I was definitely shocked. I thought the Packers would win that one. I know it was in Denver, but yeah, no, the Broncos may be good. May be good. Again, I just, when it comes to having teams, and again, they're good. I know it's different years, whatever, blah, 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 blah. When it comes to teams having quarterbacks that have yet to win a playoff game, which, again, I know it's only a second year, but I'm just saying, I'm just skeptical. I'm like, well, I need to see more. I need to see, can he do it in the playoffs? I mean, again, they might get the 1 seed, right? Wouldn't surprise me if the Broncos lose first round. It really wouldn't. It really would not. Or not first round, but, if they were to get the bye, losing their first game that they're playing in the divisional wouldn't surprise me, especially with, of course, the NFL. There's really no true great teams. I don't think anyone would say oh yeah, that's a great team. I think everyone's very beatable. This will be one of the few playoffs where, there's no clear favorites. 1 through 7 could easily go to the Super Bowl. You can imagine that team going to the Super Bowl. Maybe not the Steelers. Maybe they might be the lone exception, to be honest with you. But the other teams, so that is just my thing. That is just my thing. Packers dropped quite a few interceptions. That is not good. You got to make those catches. So many great games. Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Patriots, Packers, Broncos, yet this, and Steelers, Dolphins in primetime. Come on, stop putting Dallas on primetime. Well, again, that is decided in advance, and I'm sure maybe, again, they couldn't change them because, whether they reach the limit or not, as he fields at the 5, he's at the 10, the 15, 20. They're at the 25 and dropped at the 27-yard line. Again, teams might have more than 5 or 6. I think you can only have 5 primetime games a year. And, of course, networks can protect games. So, again, I assure you that the Bills, Patriots, and Packers, Broncos were protected for sure. As far as Chiefs, Chargers, again, Chiefs probably already have 5 or 6 primetime games anyway, and they can't go over the limit. Can't go over the limit. All right, 1st and 10 as they are at the 27. Prescott is under center as he drops back. Play action. Prescott steps up, fires. It is caught. He's at the 30, the 35, the 40. And Flournoy pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. As that is a gain of 19 yards, and that is a Dallas Cowboys first down. I mean, Flournoy has really emerged as a pretty solid receiver the past few weeks. So, hey, maybe the Cowboys have a star on their hands. I mean, yeah, everyone's talking about Lamb, of course, and Pickens. But watch out for Flournoy. He's been very good. 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott in the gun, sends a man in motion, play action. Prescott drops back. He's looking. He fires on the middle. It is caught at the 30. He's at the 25, and he's brought down at the 23-yard line. That is CeeDee Lamb, and that is another Dallas Cowboys first down. Big play there. Just wide open down the middle of the field. As we're waiting for this to update. There we go. There we go. Sometimes I'm ahead, sometimes I'm behind. I have no idea. It's random. And again, a gain of 30 yards. Pretty good stuff. So 1st and 10 at the 24. As Prescott under center. As Prescott is going to hand it off. This is Lamb on the end around, spinning around twice. But then is finally wrapped up in the backfield and dropped at the 27-yard line for a loss of 3. And now there's a flag. And they'll cut away and show the lineups here. Not too sure. I don't recall. I mean, I remember watching The Mask there. I'm sorry about that. That's rough. A lot of people passing away in the last few years. Like, it's actually amazing. Really, it's not amazing, but just a lot of people just passing away. There's a penalty on the Vikings. O'Connell doesn't like it as he gives that fake smile. Like, really? Like, is that really it? Wow, if that's the call, that's very interesting there. I don't know. Lamb wide open, yep. Lakers have been really bad. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't follow the NBA. Cowboys draft Skylar Bell. It might generally be their year. Yeah, that'd be a lot of receivers for sure. 1st and 10 at the 13 as he hands it off up the middle. This is Davis at the 10, still moving as he's brought down at the 7. Cowboys, Vikings pushing each other again at the end of the play. No flag this time. Malik Davis with the carry again, a gain of 5. This one, primetime games felt special. Last great primetime games were Dallas Packers, Bills, Ravens, Packers, Steelers. Well, sorry, man. I mean, I don't know. Now, I do think they should plan it a little bit better. I mean, I'm not in favor of flexing almost single game. As Dallas hands it off up the middle. This is Davis at the 5, and he's brought down at the 1. Nice gain there by Davis. Gain of 5 once again, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7 is your score here in Dallas, as Dallas is knocking on the door for another score. But no, I'm fine. Now again, Vikings, Dallas, like, are those guaranteed teams that are going to be like both in the playoff picture in December? No, they should have known that. Again, that's just bad. It's just bad. Thursday nights again. Thursday nights, they're just there. Whatever. Monday nights again. I don't really think you should flex Monday nights. Those should just stay the way they are. Sunday nights to me is the only thing you should really flex. If you want to flex 1 to 4, whatever, that's fine. But I don't know. Like, I feel like you could have like okay, are those guys really locks to be in the playoff picture deep in December? No. They're not. So that's I don't know. I can get that point for it for sure, but that's just the NFL at that point. Like, they don't know what they're doing. Like, you take a risk on the Bengals, obviously. The Bengals, of course, you knew they'd be 4-10. No one really. But I mean, Vikings with McCarthy first year, like, okay. Cowboys, yeah. I mean, you can make the guess that they would be. But the Vikings, yeah, I don't know. But right now we're treated to an all right game. Next week, what's the Sunday night game? Patriots and the Ravens. I think that was flexed into it, but that's still, I mean, again, a pretty good game. I forgot what the other one was flexed. What was flexed out? Actually, I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe the NFL will just be better next year. LeBron, yeah, he's 40. That is tough. Are the Steelers 1 or 2 games ahead of the Ravens? They are a half game now. If they win tomorrow, they'll be a 1 game. Get rid of Thursday night games and have double headers on Monday night. Joseph, I agree. I would love that. Would you rather watch the Raiders versus Eagles prime time 31-0? No. No, I would not. I would not. I'm fine with this. Again, it's not the best game in the world, but maybe we are treated to a classic. Again, just because these teams aren't necessarily great record-wise doesn't mean they can't put on a good show. I definitely understand that. So right now, it's not been a bad game. It really hasn't been. Again, we got a pick. We got a fake field goal. Got a great throw by McCarthy in the end zone. I mean, it's just great stuff so far. Not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. Thursday night games are an appetizer. Should either be high scoring and a great storyline to create Friday buzz. Monday night games need to be competitive. Hands down, needs to be competitive. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would concur. Anything's better than Boise State, Washington. That was terrible. I hated that game. Never again. All right, first and goal as Prescott is under center. Sending a man in motion, sends him in motion again. He wants to get him a workout. Prescott looking to the left. He floats it to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for C.D. Lamb in the back of the end zone, just overthrew it. We were so bored watching Boise State, we talked about old TV shows. We did. We were done with that game. That game was terrible. First and goal, a pass play. You sound a lot like Trisk. All right, second and goal as Prescott is under center, sending a man in motion. As Prescott hands it off up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. And the touchdown turkey loves touchdowns, folks. Big touchdown guy as Malik Davis finds the end zone for the first time in this one, as they lead 13-7. To me, primetime games are supposed to be showcase the best teams in terms of the season because, I'm sorry, Doc, no one wants to see the Steelers kill the Dolphins. Oh, they're not going to kill the Dolphins. You are mistaken, Chance. You are mistaken. They are not going to kill the Dolphins. If anyone's going to kill anybody, it would be the Dolphins killing the Steelers, to be honest with you. But no, I do think it'll be a close game tomorrow. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. 14-7. Cowboys over the Vikings. So they will take a commercial break. I, of course, will stay right here. Again, just kind of a reminder of the playoff picture, as we'll go ahead and show the AFC. Well, we'll show both, but we'll talk about the AFC side first. Of course, again, the Broncos clinching, so congratulations to Denver Broncos fans. At the 2 spot, the Patriots, 3, the Jaguars, 4, the Steelers, Chargers at the 5, Bills at the 6, and the Texans are at the 7. On the bubble, the Colts at the 8 spot, Ravens at the 9, and the Dolphins at the 10. If you ask, well, what about the Chiefs? What about the Bengals? What about all them? Yeah, they're not there. They're out. In the NFC, we have, of course, the Rams clinching the first spot in the NFC, so congratulations to the Rams as they're 11-3. The Bears in the 2 spot, they're 10-4. Eagles at the 3 spot, Buccaneers at the 4, Seahawks at the 5, 49ers at the 6, Packers at the 7. And, of course, the wild cards, Lions at the 8, Panthers at the 9, and Cowboys at the 10. If your name was not called, you are eliminated. I don't make the rules. Monday night, 13-10, yep. The game is in Pittsburgh. As there is the kickoff going to be fielded at the 7. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. He's at the 25, and he takes a whack there. And that's where the Vikings will begin their drive. So Justin Jefferson, they're highlighting him. The last, from 2020 to 2024, averaging 96 yards a game. This year, only 62. Last few weeks, only 4 catches, 15 yards. So if you have him in fantasy, that is tough. Vikings quarterbacks, when targeting Jefferson, 2 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Unfortunate. The NFC South is so bad, it's been fun to watch. Yeah, it is entertaining when things are bad, but hey, someone's got to win it. Kind of like the AFC North. First and 10 at the 25 as McCarthy's under center, sending a man in motion. McCarthy takes the snap and hands it off up the gut, and he's going to be tripped up at the 32-yard line. I believe that is Madison. No, it's not Madison. That's right. He's gone. Jordan Mason with the carry, the former 49er. Gain of 7 there for the Vikings, bringing up 2nd and 3. So 2nd and 3 for the Vikings. And they're talking about Jefferson. Such a weapon, but yeah, it's just been tough not getting him the football. As McCarthy under center sends a man in motion. He hands it off. This is Mason, and Mason's going to be tripped up just shy of the line of gain. I thought he had it there, but the referee going to mark him just a half yard short. Going to make it 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. In 2018, when the Steelers crushed the Panthers 52-21, they received a phone call stating that the Steelers were not allowed to score that much. It has not happened since, and only 3 times and 3 other times. So you're talking about the Steelers? The Steelers, yeah, I don't know if they have put up 50. They haven't put up 50 at all. Yeah. Not since then. as McCarthy sends a man in motion, hands it off up the middle. He's got the first down as he's brought down at the 37-yard line for a gain of 3, as that is a Minnesota Vikings first down. Good stuff there for the Vikings, keeping the drive alive. Actually going to give them only 2 on that one, marked down at the 36. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Vikings, as again, they're just going to slowly take their time here. McCarthy is going to be in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. McCarthy lifts the leg, takes a snap, drops back, looking to his right, fires down the right sideline. It is incomplete. Pass was intended to Justin Jefferson. Not able to get anything there. Bland with not so bland coverage. Jefferson with 2 targets on the night. They're going to try to get him the ball, but Bland had his hand on Jefferson the whole time. Yeah, that's tough. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Vikings. As McCarthy is in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. McCarthy takes a snap and hands it off. This is Mason. Mason squeezing through a couple of tacklers before he's dropped at the 39-yard line for a gain of 2 or 3 there on the carry. Only going to give him 2. He's marked down at the 38. So 3rd and 8 coming up for the Vikings. Again, looking to keep the drive moving. Connell there pacing on the sideline. Again, a disappointing year for the Vikings. As McCarthy in the gun, trips left, 1 receiver to the right. As McCarthy drops back, he's looking over the middle. He's moving. He just throws it down the field. Oh, Addison wide open at the 20, at the 10, and brought down inside the 5. Well, look at that. How long? 58 yards. 58-yard play, and the Vikings are inside the 5. What happened here? The corner was just toasted. Throw a little bit behind. But again, a huge play there, as it's going to be 1st and goal for the Vikings. Well, that was a huge play. So 1st and goal. They got to hurry. I don't think they're going to get this play off. McCarthy under center, and they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. Timeout, Minnesota. Again, they have it at 1st and goal at the 4. Huge play there, man. Jeez, If a game is on CBS, then I will always watch that game. If it's like Fox, then I don't really see NBC. I hate it because of Chris Collins for Monday night. Heck yeah, it's ESPN. No, that's fair. I prefer CBS as well. Fox is just not good. It's just not good coverage. It's supposed to be around -6 with the wind when I start work tomorrow. Oh my gosh, Chris, that's terrible. 49-point limit was in agreement by Art Rooney. Made this guy. Okay, all right. This guy. No more playoff wins for who? The Steelers? Probably. It's been a while. 1st and goal as the Vikings are at the Dallas 4. Again, a huge play. Giving the Vikings the ball at the 4 as McCarthy hands it off to Mason. Mason's leaning forward, and he's brought down around the 3-yard line for a gain of 1. Tackled by Murray and Overshone as they make a duo of a tackle. How the heck are the Vikings winning? They are not winning. They are not winning. But they may be tying it up here, depending on how these next few plays go. Now the Cowboys, Cowboys, they're leading. I mean, I would say, again, they are the favorite. They were favored by 5.5. As McCarthy in the gun, trips the right, 1 receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. As McCarthy lifts the leg, takes a snap, drops back, looking over the middle. He fires. It is caught. That is a touchdown. There is a flag. And Jefferson looking up in the air at disbelief. Illegal formation. Oh, that is a bummer for the Vikings. They had it. Jefferson squeezing in the end zone, but unable to, score because, of course, the penalty. NFL and CBS so ahead of everything else. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, CBS knows what they're doing when it comes to their coverage. Everything's pretty good. It's great. It's good until a fumble or interception happens and it's picked. Yeah, no. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. This guy. Second and goal at the 8 as McCarthy in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As McCarthy sends a man in motion, he drops back, and nothing will happen because the Cowboys have called a timeout, and that is their first of the first half. So again, 14-7 is your score. The Vikings, again, they have a second and goal opportunity here. Of course, again, a timeout by the Cowboys. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is my third and final game of the day. I'm sure it's you guys as well, as far as being on here, though. It's ready for after football. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free again to chat down. We'll talk about whatever you like and try to respond to as many comments as I can. I don't know about Chituria. It's not rigged. Not every game is rigged, I promise. Not every game is rigged. But again, I try to respond to as many comments as I can. As McCarthy in the shotgun, trips the right, 1 receiver to the left. McCarthy drops back, looking to his left. He throws it to the end zone. It is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Justin Jefferson. Unable to connect on that one as it makes it 3rd and goal. Again, they are at the Dallas 8. I remember when commentators used to say 5-yard penalty inside the 5 used to be good, allowing more room to spread the defense. I've not heard that comment in over 15 years. Well, it's because everything's kind of spread out now. Everything's kind of spread out now. 3rd and goal. McCarthy in the gun. Lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. McCarthy, he's looking, steps up, and he's going to run. He's at the 5, leading forward, and is brought down just shy of the goal line there. He's going to be at the inch line. As this chat has turned into a rigged fest, apparently. Oh, my gosh. All right, anyway, it's going to be 4th and goal. Vikings just shy. Hooker on the tackle there, Malik Hooker. So 4th and goal as McCarthy, again, he is under center. Tight ends in tight. Mason in the backfield as McCarthy is going to keep it himself. Oh, he's going to walk into the end zone, grittying into the end zone. Unbelievable touchdown, JJ McCarthy. No way, just in that. The Peyton Manning play as the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns. Unbelievable. The Peyton Manning play, and again, he added his own touch there, grittying into the end zone. That is actually insane, as the Vikings are an extra point away from tying it up. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. 14-14. 9:28 left to go in the first half. McCarthy runs it in as he's got 2 touchdowns on the night. That was wow. You asked and delivered, this guy. Touchdown. Oh, man. Surprised didn't get a flag for that. Yeah, nowadays. 5-18 celebrating touchdown. Yep. Got to celebrate anything. First down, you got a point. You're down by 25. Oh, he makes the catch. First down. Got to let him know. Do you really think he cares what record they have? I mean, he should. Their chance. If he doesn't, then that's a problem. That would be a problem. Especially if you're the quarterback. You got to care. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I have here, it's more of that traditional radio broadcast here on YouTube. So hopefully you like that style. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Of course, again, a lot of stuff happening today. The NFL, again, the Chiefs, of course, eliminated. The Bengals eliminated. Let's see. I can't even remember. That's really the big things, really. Of course, again, Mahomes, he's hurt. He's out for the year. Parsons, he's out for the year. I don't know if the Vikings were eliminated or not. I honestly don't recall that, to be honest. But yeah, just a lot of stuff happening. And, of course, again, I'll be on tomorrow for the Steelers and the Dolphins. So, again, if you do like the style that I have here, thank you. Thank you again, and make sure to like and subscribe. It is free. As, again, we just crossed 3,000 subs as far as, subscribers. So, yeah, that is pretty cool. Again, it is free. Think of it more as a follow button. Don't think of it as subscribing, because that is paying. There is no payment here. So, again, thank you for your support. Here's about helping his team win. How about the record the other team has? Well, I guess so. Vikings will make a field goal before halftime. Cowboys going to come back and win. Interesting. Well, right now, again, it's tied up. But, yeah. So far, not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. Not a bad game. Again, I think most of us were rolling our eyes. No offense to Vikings and Cowboys fans, but, I certainly was rolling my eyes. Like, oh, boy. Okay, let's get this over with. But honestly, pretty good game. And definitely pleasantly surprised. So I appreciate that for the Vikings Cowboys putting on a show. 41-17 Cowboys will win. Oh, man, what a comeback that would be. You're saying it's going to be all Cowboys from here as he fields it at the 10. He's at the 20. He's at the 30, the 40, and pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That is Kavontae Turpin with the return. Nice return there. A lot of pushing and shoving. And these guys have been at it all night. They clearly don't like each other. Now, what quarter will the Ravens regain first place in the North? Tomorrow? First quarter. All right. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys as they're showing off this Cowboys defense that has not been very good, been kind of inconsistent. With the second team in NFL history has scored and allowed 29 points in a game. They would join the 2000 Rams if those averages hold up. As he hands it off, this is Davis, and Davis is swallowed up in the backfield as that is a loss of one, or I guess they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Again, a very generous spot. Don't cash out, Cowboys fans. This guy, I don't think anyone's going to cash out on the 14-14 game. Satori asking for a flag. You guys, the chat is killing me tonight. You guys are killing me. 2nd and 10 as Prescott going to be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Prescott takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right, fires a wobbler, incomplete. I don't know if his hand was hit or it was tipped at the line, but the pass was intended for Lamb, unable to connect on that one. Makes it 3rd and 10 coming up for the Cowboys. We throw a challenge flag. Interesting. I wonder what you would challenge, because nothing is really challengeable at the moment. It was tipped. It was tipped by Harrison Smith. Again, he's still playing. 3rd and 10 as Prescott going to be in the gun. He drops back. He's looking over the middle. He swings it out. It's caught by the tight end. He's at the 40. Cuts inside the 45. And he's tripped up at the 50-yard line as that is a gain of 7. And the Cowboys facing a decision as it's 4th and 3 at midfield. It's like a Georgia-Alabama game, 28-0. Okay. Okay. Never understood other than player bonuses. Why even try to win if you're eliminated? Better to lose for better picks. I don't know. I think it's just pride. I hate losing, man. I know I'm not a professional athlete. I'll continue the story in a sec as Prescott in the gun. He drops back. They're going for it. Prescott looking over the middle, fires. It's caught. He's at the 40, the 35, and he's brought down at the 33-yard line. That is CeeDee Lamb, and that is a first down for the Cowboys. Anywho, I played sports, of course, when I was younger. Very competitive guy. Even nowadays, competitive when I don't play sports anymore because I'm old and fat now. But I don't know. I hated losing, and I would never give up. Even if, the season was lost or just, the game was lost, I hated losing. So I don't know. I imagine most of these guys probably, they're built differently physically and probably mentally. They probably feel a very similar way as he crosses the 30 and brought down at the 28. That was Malik Davis on the carry as he's been kind of the guy since Javonte Williams exited the game. So he got a gain of 5 there for the Cowboys. Put the best offenses, but they have the bad defense. Face them off. This guy. It's not as scripted as you think. Otherwise, Chiefs would still be winning. Yeah, it's fair. 2nd and 5 at the 28. Prescott play action. He's looking. He throws it out of the middle. It is incomplete. Well short of the receiver. He was under duress, though, as the Vikings sent the blitz, and it was getting there. That'll make it 3rd and 5 coming up for the Cowboys. 2nd and 5. Coach called play action. I don't hate that play. Play action. You just never know. It just depends on what they scheme up, really. 3rd and 5. They're at the 28. Need to get to the 23 for a brand new set of downs. Prescott is in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Prescott changing it up. The professionals don't care about winning. They are making millions. I'm sure some do. I'm sure some people are indeed all about the money. I would like to just, for the sake of just living in that great world, these guys want to win. That's just what I would think. This guy played basketball. Nice. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. If you do, again, enjoy what you're listening to, feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments. Even if I don't agree with those comments, I will respond. And, of course, again, feel free to vote in the poll. 68% of you guys with the Cowboys winning today. 32% with the Vikings. As Prescott going to be in the gun. He drops back. He's looking. He's moving to his right. Now he's moving to his left. Prescott, he's trying to escape but cannot. As the Vikings bring him down. That is a sack. Loss of 5 as the sack is done by Greenard and Hargrave. Former Steeler there. And the Cowboys will have to settle for 3. You know, think about it, this game, it actually makes a lot of sense of why this is on prime time. Well, again, the Cowboys. When there's tornado warning, people go to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Personally, I think it's a terrible idea because they would be lose a ton of touchdowns. This guy. Okay. All right, 51-yard attempt. This is up. This is, it is no good. It is no good, and I hate to be that guy, especially if you're a Cowboys fan, but I'm just assured that Aubrey is the greatest kicker to ever grace the earth, and he just missed an easy, of course I say that with quotations, 51-yard field goal. The game remains at 14-14. Every day I swear I hear about, Aubrey's the greatest kicker of all time. Never seen him miss a kick. I just saw it with my 2 eyes, my 4 eyes. Yeah, we all saw it here. Chris Boswell's greatest kicker in the NFL. That guy. Pretty good. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. 14-14. Honestly, a pretty good game. Not even kidding. So very thankful for that. As, again, it's featured a lot. It's featured a lot of big plays. Some special team stuff, as well. Again, Aubrey has 6 yards rushing. So maybe he is, but but again, that was pretty crazy. It happens. It does. Yeah, no, of course, again, he's missed kicks before. Oh, my gosh. It's just, Oh, yeah, Brandon Aubrey. It's like everybody says it. Aubrey, Brandon Aubrey, Brandon Aubrey, Brandon Aubrey. Oh, best kicker. Well, I don't know. That was a go-ahead field goal right there. That's a tough one. Tough one to miss. Didn't Brady have an injury to his left leg while in Kansas City in the season after losing to an NFC East team in the Super Bowl and having 3 Super Bowl victories? Isn't Mahomes living out the scenario? Yeah, I mean, you have a point there. The problem, the difference, the main difference is that was week 1. This is week 15, but I guess I can see what you're saying. Because I don't know, that would be interesting actually. I don't know. I need to look into that, actually, Trisk. That's good. Boz is the best. Oh, yeah, he is. He'll never get the credit he deserves because, again, obviously there was Justin Tucker for Justin Tucker was the main kicker, and then, of course, Tucker was replaced by Brandon Aubrey. Boswell, he's been the guy. So, yeah, Tom Brady. Tom Brady was drafted in 2000. So, 2008. So, that'd be year 9. Right? I guess you can count year 9. Unless you're saying he didn't play his rookie year, which Mahomes also didn't play his rookie year. He only played once. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe they both did. Maybe that's fair. That's a fair script. I like that, Trisk. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Might have to steal that one. Mahomes going to come back the same because he's a running quarterback in ACL. They never run the same. Plus, Mahomes will be out for a lot of the season next year. I don't know about a lot of the season. That's usually 9 months. So he should be back by the beginning of the season. Of course, nowadays they kind of recover at a fast rate anyway. But it'll be interesting, though. Yeah, it's going to be cutting it close to the season as McCarthy drops back. Play action, fires. It is caught at the 40s, at the 45, and pushed out of bounds at the 49. That is Aaron Jones. Haven't seen him for a while. There's Josh Allen. Terrible mechanics there at Wyoming, but I guess he developed into a decent guy. Tresk has said is right. I can confirm as Pats fan, you can. Gary Anderson was always second fiddle to someone. Who was he second fiddle to? Like Morton Anderson? Probably Morton back then. Aren't they brothers or cousins? 2nd and 2. McCarthy pitches it out. This is Jones. He's at the 50, the 45, and he's brought down inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Nice run there by Aaron Jones, as that is a Minnesota Vikings first down. We are at the 5-minute mark in the second quarter and counting. Again, if you have just tuning in, it's actually been a pretty solid game. 14-14 is the score here in Dallas. Aubrey, then Boswell, then everyone else. This guy. Boswell's the best. He is. Boswell, he'll never get the credit he deserves. He is a great kicker. 1st and 10 at the 38. McCarthy, play action. He's going to check it down. It's caught in the flat by Jones, who breaks a tackle and is dropped at the 33-yard line for a gain of 5. Jones again with another catch, his 3rd catch of the night. 31 yards receiving, 16 yards rushing. Mahomes will not come back as fast with his play style. He's a sitting duck in those first few recovery weeks. Interesting. I agree that he runs. I don't really call him a running quarterback, though. That's the thing. He ran a lot this year because he felt like he had to make a play. McCarthy drops back, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 25, and Jefferson tackled at the 21-yard line. That is another Minnesota Vikings first down as we're under 4 minutes. We're at 3:37 and counting here in the first half. Mark Warren saying, my gosh, this defense is horrible. They're definitely not good. I would agree there, Mark. Appreciate you for tuning in. Mark. 1st and 10 at the 21. Coming up for the Vikings. McCarthy under center, sending a man in motion. Sends him in motion again. Not enough running, I guess, as he hands it off. Crossing the 20. Still moving his feet. at the 15, brought down at the 14. There's a late flag. There was a flag earlier, and then a late flag there. So we'll see what happens. He scrambles. He does. Yeah, he scrambles a lot for sure. Again, I don't know. I think of him more as a pocket passer now. He does run more. I think he ran a lot at the beginning. Then he's kind of settled down in the middle when with the Super Bowl wins. But then the last few years, it felt like he's been having to run a lot more. Hold on one second. Illegal shift on the offense. And then we have a personal foul against the defense. And they're going to enforce that the personal foul because that was after the play. So that is going to be a first down. It's going to be a first down. Scrambles eggs. Both these teams just aren't very good. I don't know. I think it's a good game. They might not be good teams, but hey, this is a good game. I think this is a good game, very much so. So I am very surprised and pleasantly surprised, and I appreciate that because I've picked some stinkers lately on the channel. We don't like that. We don't like that at all. We as in me, and you guys as an extension of that. 1st and 10 at the 11, as the referees are going to go ahead and just. Okay, what the heck is that guy doing? The referee guy didn't put down the yardage little flap there on the first down marker, so now we have to wait for this guy. What the heck is that guy doing? Guy doesn't want to be a ref. Flag fest, yep. So it is 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They're at the 11. 2:39 left to go in the first half. Again, not a bad game. Not a bad game by any means. As the Vikings looking to take the lead for the first time this game. You showed Pickens there on the sideline. He looks pretty upset. Not a surprise by any means. Paul saying, go Vikings. Yep, Vikings looking pretty good. Vikings looking all right. As again, clock now winding. Thank goodness we're back. As McCarthy going to be under center. Fullback in the backfield. Jones, the running back. As McCarthy hands it off to Jones. Jones is going to be smacked at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. As they may take this to the 2-minute warning. I think they will. I'm not denying that Boswell is great. I just think that his offenses have been so bad. So Boswell's stats have been padded a lot. Just think a lot of like the 200 the Ravens kicker. That guy probably had stats identical. I don't know. If you make more kicks, you're pretty good. Especially if you're kicking in cold, ugly Pittsburgh. Not ugly the city, but just, weather-wise. I don't know. He will, again, like I said, he's great. All right, 2-minute warning. Vikings, Dallas, 14-14. Vikings are facing a 2nd and 10 at the 11. Okay, you were right. I was wrong. Just woke up. List to everybody bet today. Oh, yeah, no, that was terrible. Lost first round in the playoffs for fantasy. My life is awful now. Okay, so first off, I apologize for giving you terrible advice as far as who to pick for scores. My bad. But number 2, yes, and I had a huge rant earlier in the Ravens-Bengals game, and I'll summarize it pretty much essentially like this. All I essentially did, made the screen, small for me. Went ahead and pointed over here to the playoff picture. This is all I did. I highlighted the record of the Bengals. I'm like, so that team right there, that team that finished that is 4-10 currently, that's the team a lot of people, for some reason, that blows my mind, thought that they were going to run the table and sneak into the playoffs. That team is 4-10. So just think about that. Think about that. You put all your faith in a team that is 4-10. Blows my mind. Apology accepted, by the way. It's all good. Again, I'm sorry. Hopefully you accept mine. I gave you some terrible information on who I thought was going to score today. My bad there. That was bad. But it was just crazy to me. The Bengals even lost to the Bills last week. I guess everyone forgot about that, apparently. They needed that to happen. It didn't. Now they really, really couldn't afford to lose a game. I don't know. I found it crazy. 4-10. They are 4-10, and people thought that team was going to make a run. No, they're not. I don't know what the heck Dak learned over the years. Has been playing quarterback because I get good players in offense. Still can't do nothing in Dallas. Messed up the defense when got rid of Parsons. Leo, I definitely hear your frustrations. I'm a guy that doesn't really buy Dak as a quarterback as far as in the playoffs. So I definitely understand that, the Cowboys kind of stuck in purgatory, but at least you guys have won some playoff games the last few years. But I totally get where you'd be frustrated. Totally understand there, Leo. Appreciate you again for tuning in, and thank you for the comment. Where's the Dallas? Where's Dallas, them, the boys? They are in Dallas. Can't believe you picked the Raiders. I can, because I'm an idiot, actually. I can believe that, because like I said, I'm an idiot. I'm not stupid, but I'm an idiot. All right, 2nd and 10 at the 11. McCarthy in the gun. Trips to the left to one receiver to the right. As McCarthy lifts the leg, takes a snap, drops back. McCarthy floats it to the end zone. Overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Justin Jefferson. Pass a little bit high there, and he was definitely double covered there. Covered by Bland. Bland's been pretty good. He's been an underrated player for the Cowboys. Maybe Cowboys fans will disagree. They'll tell you how many great players they have, but then they'll look at their record and complain about their team. So I don't know. It's very interesting. Sounds a lot like the Steelers, again, to be honest with you. Cannot say. The Cowboys Steelers very much the same at this point in our franchise's history. Sad. Very sad. 3rd and 10. McCarthy drops back. We're looking. Fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Hawkinson. Unable to connect on that one. The Vikings will trot out their field goal kicker for 3. Paul, very much a anti-Cowboys guy. You can definitely tell her. No worries. Put my faith in Burrow. I started him over Stafford. I dropped Baltimore for Carolina also. Wow. Yeah, it is tough. Oh, man. Steelers, Ravens, or Buccaneers, Panthers. Who gets the Week 18? It's looking like it can go either way. Right now, pretty good. This is a 29-yard attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. 17-14 is your score. Vikings leading as the Cowboys will have a minute 48 to work with to either tie or, of course, take the lead before half. Told you, yeah, you did. You did say it. So Jersey had the score being 41-17. He said the Vikings are going to kick a field goal, and then the Cowboys are going to score the next 27 points. That's going to be very... Jersey, if you're correct, you are definitely... you need to be a fortune teller. Burrow's checked out. He wants out of this. Yeah, you're correct. You are correct. I think he legit is done. He wants out for sure. Steelers, Ravens, yeah. Said the Vikings would field goal. Yeah, you're correct. You're good. I'm not sure why I'll put so much faith in Aaron Rodgers. I mean, who else do we put our faith in there, Yin Yang? Do we put it in Tomlin? No, of course not. Who else do we have? Who else did we have? That's my question. What would the Steelers have done? What should the Steelers have done? I'd like to hear your advice. I thought it was a great signing, and I still think it is. Again, he's the only reason we're 7-6. If you have Mason Rudolph, we're not 7-6. You have Will Howard, we're not 7-6. We're way worse. We're way worse if we have those guys. So I'd like to hear if we have Fields. Oh my gosh! I mean, we're looking at 3-10 right now, or 3-11. Be terrible. Fortune teller, yep. At least the score on the next drive. Yeah, there we go. No faith in Tomlin. No, you have definitely no faith in Tomlin. No, 100%. No, I'm very happy with Rodgers. Rodgers has done well. He's played. He's the best quarterback the Steelers have had since 2021 Big Ben. Pretty happy about that. There's fourth quarter Kenny Pickett, but he only showed up for fourth quarters. I guess you're right. You have nothing else but Rod. No, exactly. Rodgers is too old. I understand. Rodgers is definitely old, but he's still great. He's still good, and he's making it work with an average offensive line. I would say the offensive line can be really good and also terrible. And then the receivers get no separation. I know he gets so mad, and I understand. They have no weapons outside of DK, and even he drops the ball like, I mean, he has the drops. I know that ticks off Rodgers. With another coach, any decent quarterback steals would be 7-6 or better. I disagree with better with Dr. Lay. If we had another coach and any decent quarterback, no, I mean you're probably right. I'm not. How is that disagreeing? I'm just saying if we had Tomlin and the other guys, we would not be 7-6. I mean, Rodgers again. It's done very, very well. Kickoff is going to go out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not ideal for the Vikings. That'll give the Cowboys pretty good field position, as they will have it at their own 40. Not going to address that conversation there, Joe. Not going to address that. And, yeah, not going to address that. Anyway, yeah, so as we 1st and 10 here for the Cowboys. Ben is my GOAT, though. He is my GOAT. Definitely my GOAT. As Prescott going to be in the gun. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers to the right. Prescott drops back. He's looking over the middle. Prescott looking to his left. Pump fakes, fires, hit as he threw. Incomplete. And the Vikings going to go ahead and run it back. And they're going to make sure it wasn't a fumble. It looks like it wasn't. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Another coach would figure out how to play your team's strengths. Tomlin plays to his team's weaknesses. I don't know. I mean, again, we don't really have weapons. I don't know. I guess I disagree. We don't really have the weapons to make it work. 2nd and 10, but again, this is under Tomlin's design. We put all our money on the defense. That's on him as Prescott drops back, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 45, and he's dropped around the 49-yard line. Gain of 9, as looks like the Cowboys going to hurry up here. 3rd and 1. Prescott in the gun as he hands it off up the middle. He crosses the 50 as he's brought down at the 45-yard line. Gain of 5, and that is a Cowboys first down, as we do have an injured Cowboy as Smith is down on the ground. He's in serious pain. So timeout Dallas. The channel is growing, Dr. Lay. It is growing. So there is an injury there for the Cowboys. Hopefully Smith, I can't remember, was it Tyron Smith or Tyler Smith? I can't recall which Smith it was. So he's injured. Hopefully he'll be okay. He was holding his head, so that's kind of scary. Hopefully he'll be okay. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. 20 years old. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Everyone says underage, but yeah, that was the memes. Joe, you let the memes get to you, man. Memes are never true. Keep that in mind. They just over-exaggerate the truth. We're going to win the Cowboys, so we're just hoping we win. Wait, hold on, Tony. We're going to win the Cowboys, so we're just hoping that we win. Yeah, you got to hope that you're going to win. Appreciate it, Tony, for tuning in. Again, we do have an injury on the field. And, of course, again, if you want to chat down below, I will do my best to respond to you guys. Again, the chat is a very big part of the channel. It's one of the things that sets me apart from others. Again, there's other channels like mine that do, of course, read the chat. Rising Rhino, he's a big friend of the channel. He reads the channel a lot. There are other channels that don't read the chat. The chat is a big part of this one. So feel free to chat down below. And, again, I will try to respond. Like I said, again, talk about the game. You can talk about the NFL, talk about whatever. I do try to respond. And, of course, feel free to vote in the poll. The Cowboys with a 68% chance to, 68% of you guys think the Cowboys are going to win. 32% of you guys have the Vikings. Right now, the Vikings. Vikings leading 17-14. And, of course, really the playoff implications for this one, not many, as, again, the Vikings already eliminated. The Cowboys just have to win out and hope that they get a lot of help the last 3 weeks. Cowboys going to win. Yeah, no, again, appreciate it, Tony. We still got a long way to go. As, again, this game has been a pleasant surprise, and I really hope that doesn't sound disrespectful to these two teams. If it does, it is what it is. But I was kind of expecting kind of a terrible game, to be honest with you. But no, a lot of great plays. Looks like Smith is okay. Oh, it's an eye injury. Oh, man, hopefully he's okay. That is the groin of the head. That is never good. 1st and 10 here at the Minnesota 46. Prescott in the gun. Your Cowboys fan all the way from Arlington, Texas. Gotcha. As he hands it off up the middle, crossing the 45, and he's brought down at the 43-yard line. That is Lupke with the run. And again, the Cowboys with no timeouts left, by the way. So 105 and counting. As Prescott facing a 2nd and 7. Under a minute left to go. Prescott drops back. He steps up, throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 35, and Lupke is brought down at the 31-yard line. Nice run there, and that is a Cowboys first down, 45 seconds and counting. Actually marking him down at the 32. Prescott in the gun. He drops back once again. He fires. It is caught at the 25. Pickens is whacked out of bounds at the 22. So that is Pickens' first catch of the game, and it's a big one as that stops the clock with about 35 seconds left to go in the first half. They're at the Minnesota 22. You got to put pressure, yep. As far as they read the chat and actually connect, yep, for sure. Not like chat sports, folks. We are not chat sports. 1st and 10 at the 22. Prescott, it's going to throw it out. It's caught by Lupke. It's a screen. Harrison Smith going to drag him down. He did fight forward for a gain of 3. Very impressive. But that's going to continue to run the clock. We're at 20 seconds now as the Cowboys trying to get in formation. Prescott in the gun. He drops back looking to his left. Heavy pressure. He throws it up in the air as that is way out of bounds. Incomplete. 11 seconds left to go here in the first half as the Cowboys face a 3rd and 7. Yeah, we're not chat sports. Where you have to, donate to be seen or something. I don't know how it works. I respond to all, or most. Most, for sure. Definitely missed comments before, but, it happens. 3rd and 7. Prescott in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Prescott drops back and is not going to do anything because there's a timeout, Minnesota. So that is the Vikings' second timeout. Trico's talking about, hold on. So the simplest path for the playoffs, or the Cowboys, they win out, they beat the Vikings, beat the Chargers, beat the Commies, beat the Giants, and then for the Eagles, they have to lose out. They have to lose to the Commies, both of them twice. So the Commies week 16, Buffalo week 17, and then lose again to the Commies week 18. That's just tough. Very unlikely that happens. As Prescott drops back, he throws it out of bounds. A pass intended for the cheerleaders, I guess. Incomplete. Took off 3 seconds as Aubrey is on to avenge his miss from earlier. Did you watch the Browns game? If so, how bad did Shador look? I did not watch it. I heard he played terrible. So I'll be watching the highlights to either confirm or deny. Probably confirm. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Michael. There is the 37-yard kick. It is up. It is good. 17-17 is your score with 3 seconds left as Aubrey avenges his missed kick. I don't know. Did you watch it, Michael? The chat sports people are kind of corny. No offense to them. You're just a real ball knower. A lot of them are casuals except for their team. Yeah, I am a ball knower. Thank you, Yin Yang. Thank you. Oh, yeah. It's going to be acknowledged. But, yeah, no, I know ball. Trust me. Oh, I know ball. Now you just need to, I don't know, I need to catch you. I need to screenshot this and send this to all my friends that disagree with me. It is disgusting how many of them do. It's disgusting. Kick is perfect. Yep, 17-17 with 3 seconds left to go. Actually, I'm going to take a picture. That's hilarious. They will love that. They might actually respond with this guy. That is great. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely be watching a lot of that, the Browns-Bears highlights on YouTube. And then I want to watch the Bills-Patriots one, and then the Colts-Seahawks. I got to watch that one for sure. Anything else? I don't know. Am I missing another big game today? And I covered the Lions-Rams. There is the kickoff, and that's going to be Field in the end. He's going to take it out. He's at the 5, the 10, 15, and he's going to be tackled at the well, he's still moving the pile. They're going to whistle him dead at the 25, and that is the half. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I found that hilarious. So 17-17 is your score at the half. So halftime, folks. Feel free to grab a snack or do whatever you want. I, of course, will be here. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about the stuff that happened today in the NFL. Again, they're talking about the injuries. Again, Mahomes tore ACL. The Chiefs are done. Which is, again, how many times have we said that over the last 10 years? We haven't. The Chiefs eliminated from the playoffs. Of course, again, Micah Parsons, he tore his ACL, so hopefully he's going to be okay and back next year. But that's he will be back next year, but will he be better than ever? I don't know. But let's see here. I just reread articles about number 7. Apparently, I have forgotten so much about the 06-11 Big Ben Buzz. Yep. He married in 2013 and has been a clean... Oh, no, yeah, for sure. No, his wife has, straightened him out, for sure. Ashley Roethlisberger has been... Yeah, for sure. Do you think Pavia will even get drafted? I think he's too short. I don't think he's going to get drafted. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. No. I mean, they might give him a camp invite or something like that. Maybe he gets onto the team as an undrafted. I just don't see him draftable. Maybe someone takes a flyer in the 7th. I don't see it. I don't see it with Pavia. Answers questions about poor play and then 8-8 multiple times. Talk about Tomlin. But yeah, no, Ben was actually, again, there was rumors that he was going to get traded too. They were talking about San Francisco. San Francisco maybe looking at Ben, I think in 2010 or 2011. That was during the Super Bowl. 2010 was the Super Bowl team. They didn't win it, but they went to the Super Bowl. That was the last Super Bowl we went to. Yeah, no, Ben was there was a lot of uncertainty if Ben was going to finish out his career in Pittsburgh. I remember you actually said he wasn't going to do that. Yeah, I remember you said, no, he's not going to finish his career in Pittsburgh. And he ended up doing it. Team got their butt kicked. Yeah, that is, I don't know. I mean, you can't really say you got your butt kicked. I mean, it was a close game. I don't know. Maybe you watched the game, I'm assuming, so maybe you can give us more of an accurate. Let's look at the box score. We'll see a stupid ad probably. Let's see here. May 100. Okay, only shipping containers for some reason. I don't know. The Patriots had 246 yards on the ground. I mean, that's pretty good. They actually had more yards. I can't say they got their butts kicked, man. If you have more yards, you definitely can get your butts kicked. Now, the Bills had more time of possession. 35 to, wow, that's actually even more impressive that the Patriots had more yards and less time possession. Wow. Patriots averaged 7 yards a play. Bills only 5. I actually have yet to look at that Shedeur Sanders stat line. Let me look at that. Let me see. What was the damage? Statistically, yeah. Face value, not good. Okay, there's the ads right there. Dumb. Shedeur was 18 for 35, 177, 3 picks. Wow. Caleb Williams, on the other hand, 17 for 28, 242, and 2 touchdowns. Man. Have a day, Caleb. Swift had a nice day, 98 yards, rushing, 2 touchdowns. Man. Judkins was shut down. Look at that. Only 21 yards. Jeez, and Judkins is pretty good. Judkins is great. He's a good running back. I don't know about great, but he's good. He is a good back. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see here. It was a good game. Yeah, it seems like it was. May had a weird game. We ran him more. And we ended up 21-0 and blew it in the second half. That's tough. Halftime statistics. Yes, Kenneth, that is correct. My bad. That is correct. All right, so halftime stats here for the Vikings-Cowboys game. McCarthy, 8 for 13. Like number Jack Ham, that is number 59. That's great. Thank you again for the likes. It helps out a lot. McCarthy, 8 for 13, 142, a touchdown and a pick. Prescott, 10 for 18, 120. That's pretty much it there. For rushing, Aaron Jones, 6 carries, 16 yards. Jordan Mason, 5 for 14. McCarthy, 2 for 8, and a touchdown. Again, he grittied into the end zone. I'm not even kidding. He actually did that. Dallas has Malik Davis leading the charge there on the ground. 6 carries, 17 yards, and a touchdown. Lupke, 3 carries, 16 yards. Williams, 6 for 13 and a touchdown. Aubrey, I'm not kidding. Brandon Aubrey, yes, the kicker. Brandon Aubrey, the kicker, with 6 yards rushing today. So, unbelievable. And then Dak Prescott, 1 carry, 2 yards. Minnesota receiving. Addison, 2 for 66. Aaron Jones, 3 for 31. Naylor, 1 for 20 and a touchdown. Hawkinson, 1 for 13. Jefferson, 1 for 12. Mackley, Steelers for life. You know it. You know it, Mac. You know it. Got a big one tomorrow, man. Got a big one tomorrow. Again, I'll be covering that one as well. CeeDee Lamb, 3 for 51. Flournoy, 2 for 29. Ferguson, 2 for 16. Lupke, 2 for 14. Pickens, 1 for 10. And then for team stats for these guys, the Vikings, believe it or not, again, they have more yards. They're at 180 to Dallas's 169. Dallas does have more first down, 13 to the Vikings, 10 first downs. Third down efficiency, the Vikings, 2 for 5. The Cowboys hate third down. They are 1 for 7 on third down, but they're 3 for 3 on fourth down. So maybe they don't hate it as much. They're like, okay, we'll just get it on fourth down. Vikings, by the way, 1 for 1 on fourth down. Penalties, Vikings have 3, Cowboys with 2. Vikings with the turnover. And, of course, time possession, pretty much the same thing, 14:53 to 15:07. So that is how this, oh my gosh, again, I hate the dang ads on here. I hate it so much. Anyway, that is pretty much it. That is what's happened. So I'm going to refresh. I don't want to. Yeah, we're just going to go and refresh and not. There we go. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And the chat is a very big part of the channel. It always will be. Going forward, whether I'm a big channel or not. And again, I will be a big channel. So again, if you are thinking about subscribing, definitely subscribe. You're going to do it anyway. Whenever I'm a big channel, I may as well do it now. When I'm a small streamer, you can say, hey, I helped that guy become a big channel. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is year 1. You're in year 1, not even through year 1 yet, as I started this thing in March. So we are definitely on our way. Ginger saying, go Cowboys. Right now, yeah, tied up. Pretty good game. Again, I'm very pleased with this game. I don't know. Again, I hope it doesn't sound insulting. I just wasn't expecting a good game tonight, but it really has been a pleasant surprise. So, I'm very thankful for that. So, yeah. Yes, putting that over there. And the Broncos won their 11th straight game. I mean, that is just incredible. They're showing Nix. Hey, Nix might be the guy. Who knows? My believer, I don't know. Again, I'm a guy that needs to see them win in the playoffs. If I see Nix win in the playoffs, I'll say he's got a shot, No Cowboys, says Denny. Good to see you, Denny. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Yeah, no Cowboys. But to be honest, again, we like to, as a Steelers fan, I live in Texas, of course. So, I interact with a lot of Cowboys fans. Cowboys have won more playoff games since we have. Does that make you guys good? No, it does not. You're still the Cowboys. But yeah, I would say there's a lot of similarities between the Steelers and Cowboys. Again, once proud franchises have a history of winning, but currently, again, we're just kind of not really at our best. I don't know. I would like to see a Steelers-Cowboys Super Bowl. It'd be something really cool for me to witness. I never got to. The Cowboys beat the Steelers in the 95 season, 96, not 95 season, but 95 year, 96. Well, I guess the 95 season, 96 year, January 30th, 96. And then I was born in November 96. So I'm the reason the Cowboys have yet to win. I came onto this earth with the sole purpose of keeping the Cowboys away from winning the Super Bowl, and I've done a great job. But I would like to see a Steelers-Cowboys Super Bowl before I die. It would be pretty cool, because that is one of the greatest Super Bowl, if not the greatest Super Bowl rivalry of all time. I would like to witness it once. But in order for that to happen, we both need to be on our A game, so hopefully soon we both get it together. That'll actually be pretty scary. Steelers, Cowboys being the Super Bowl, and then I die like almost immediately after. That'd be crazy. At least I fulfilled what I wanted to see. Would be interesting. This took a really dark turn. We're gonna move on, but yeah. So yeah, in 17-17 is your score. A lot of stuff happening in the NFL today. Like I said earlier, again, the Bengals were eliminated. The Chiefs were also eliminated. Looking at the playoff picture again. In the AFC, the Broncos, of course, clinching their spots with the win over the Packers, and they look pretty good. Again, 11 wins in a row. That is very impressive. Unless, of course, you start off at 11-0 in the year 2020, then they'll call you frauds. But if you win it any other time, it's fine. The Patriots at the 2 spot, again with an 11-3 record. Jaguars at the 3, as they are 10-4. Steelers at the 4, they are 7-6. Chargers with a 10-4 record, they are at the 5. Bills with a 10-4 record, they are at the 6 spot. And the Texans with a 9-5 record, they are currently in the 7 seed. What's going on, everyone? And congratulations on keeping the Cowboys away from a Super Bowl all these years. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. That is literally my purpose, I guess. I actually somewhat believe that. I'm not even kidding. Like, as soon as I was born, the Cowboys have not won the Super Bowl. So, gonna have to kill me. Please don't. But just saying, it's gonna. Again, I do want to see a Steelers Cowboys Super Bowl. So, if I'm granted that, that's okay. On the bubble, of course, for the AFC, the Colts at the 8 spot. They're at 8-6 record. Ravens, they're 7-7. Ideally, the only way they can really get in is they win the AFC North, but there still is an outside shot. And of course, for the Dolphins, yes, the Dolphins, they've won 5 of their last 6. They are 6-7 with a very much outside shot, but it's doable to make the playoffs. So don't count out the Dolphins. As for the NFC, which are, again, both these teams playing in this conference, in the NFC conference, Broncos most mediocre 12-2 team I've seen, but W-stat is all that matters. Yep, I would agree. Yeah, I don't. Again, like I said earlier, I think seeds 1 through 7 have a great shot at winning. They can go to the Super Bowl. I really do. So I don't know. I just need to see more. I need to see playoff wins when it comes to the Broncos, when it comes to the Patriots, when it comes to the Chargers, when it comes to the Texans, when it comes to the Steelers even. Again, they haven't won one in a while. Anyway, for the NFC, the Rams at the 1 with a 11-3 record. The Bears at the 2, they are 10-4. Eagles with a 9-5 record are at the 3. The Buccaneers moving back into the 4 spot as they are 7-7. In the 5 seed, they are the Seahawks. The Seahawks of Seattle, they're 11-3. The 49ers are 10-4. They are at the 6. The Packers at the 7. They are 9-4-1. And, of course, the wild card seeds, the Lions, or not the wild card seeds, but just outside the wild card spots, the Lions at the 8. They are not going to get in if the playoffs end today. They are 8-6. Panthers 7-7. And the Cowboys, of course, 6-1. As they look to pretty much the only way they can really get in realistically is if they win the NFC East. There's no great team this year. It's anyone's game. Exactly. Niners are the 6th seed. They are. Again, they are a fine 6th seed. They are a fine 6th seed. Yeah, like I said, anyone can win it this year. I think that'll be very interesting. It's the only thing gives me hope, but again, they kind of stink, so I don't know. Maybe they can go on a run. Maybe they get hot. Maybe the Steelers do get hot. I don't know. There is the kickoff, and we're back, and we are ready for some more football. Enough of me yapping. He fields it at the 5, he's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, Turpin at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, and runs out of bounds as a Viking player runs into his own kicker. And the Cowboys will have very good field position as they will start at their own 42-yard line. Again, 17-17 is your score. This is the Cowboys' 7th game allowing 17-plus points in the first half. Jeez, jeez. Bang, bang, Niner game. Yep. Yeah, the Niners, again, another solid organization, but they've been pretty good the last few years. 1st and 10 is Prescott. Hands it off up the middle. This is Williams. He's at the 50, plowing over a guy at the 45, and he's brought down at the 43-yard line, as that is a big run there. Gain of 15. Again, we mentioned earlier that Williams was shaken up in the first half, and of course he's clearly back and good to go. So we'll see if he's going to go for the rest of the game. Hopefully he's okay. As it's 1st and 10, the Cowboys again at the Minnesota 43. Apparently, Lupke has been ruled out, so he's randomly out. Hopefully, he'll be okay. As Prescott's going to hand it off. This is Williams. Williams is at the 40, and that's where he's brought down after a gain of 3. So I guess Lupke and Williams switched spots. Williams was the one that was questionable with a concussion or something like that. And then all of a sudden, Williams back in. Lupke at the end of the half. Ruled out, getting a concussion on the kickoff just before the end of the half. Oh man, friendly fire there. That is not good. So 2nd and 7 coming up for the Cowboys. They're at the 40. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Prescott drops back. He's looking over the middle. Prescott stepping up. He's evading, throws it over. Oh, what a catch at the 30. He's at the 20, 15, and dives forward to the 11-yard line. What a catch by Luke Schoonmaker. As Prescott just overthrew, but Schoonmaker with a great catch. And that is a big first down for the Cowboys as they are at the Minnesota 11-yard line. What a snag. Oh, my goodness. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the Minnesota 11 as they keep showing the replay over and over again. I get it. It was a great play. Let's move on. Prescott in the gun, trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. He floats it to the end zone. Incomplete. Lamb trips up on Rodgers there, the corner. Aaron Rodgers, the cornerback. Of course, it's a different Rodgers, not Aaron Rodgers. But, 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys coming up. If you're fighting for a playoff spot, how do you lose to the Saints? NFC South is a train wreck. Yeah, both teams, the the Buccaneers and the Panthers, losing to the Saints on back-to-back weeks. Maybe the Saints are for real. Maybe they're turning it on. I think they're, 4 and 10? Maybe they finished 7 and 10. Watch out for the Saints. Who dat? As he hands it off up the middle, Prescott does, and Davis going to be brought down at the 9-yard line for a gain of 2. Shotgun 1st and goal. I don't know, man. It happens. It happens. 3rd and 8's coming up for the Cowboys. They're showing this play again. Okay. Now I'm starting not to like that catch by Schoonmaker. Jeez. 3rd and 8 at the 9. They need to get to the 1 for a brand new set of downs as Prescott in the shotgun by himself. No running back in the backfield. As he takes the snap, drops back. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught by Turpin as Turpin is crunched at the 7-yard line. Gain of 2. And the Cowboys will have to settle for 3. The Cowboys booing? Cowboys fans booing that, I think, right? No, that would have been weird. Why would they boo that? Maybe the play there on 3rd down, I would agree. That was pretty dumb. But, take the points. This is Aubrey. He's 1 for 2. He missed one earlier. I know it's a shock. There's the kick. It is up. It is good. 26-yard field goal is good as the Cowboys lead 20-17 with 11:14 left to go in the third quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below, talk about whatever you like, and try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can, as the chat is a very big part of the channel. So feel free to feel involved. It is definitely encouraged. It really is. Again, talk about the game, talk about the playoff picture, talk about what happened today, whatever it is. Hold on one sec. Okay. Thought I was looking at a commercial and it was Taylor Swift. I'm like, glad it wasn't. Anyway, and of course, feel free to vote in the poll. Let me know who you think's going to win today. 66% of you guys with the Cowboys winning today. 34% with the Vikings. 158 votes. That's a lot of votes. So I appreciate you guys. That's a lot of votes for me. When it comes to the NFL games, that's a pretty good turnout when it comes to that poll. So thank you. Thank you again for tuning in. And that is pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say other than if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. If everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 3,100 subs. Not saying it's going to happen, but it would be pretty cool. As again, we hit 3,000 yesterday. Again, a growing channel. Again, it's only the first year of this channel, but we are definitely a channel on the rise. We'll be a big channel one day. Just, it takes time. It takes time. Tom Grossi didn't form overnight. So, yes, I just compared myself to Tom Grossi. You just have to deal with it. Gonna deal with it. I, of course, am a big fan as well. As this commercial's still going on. Jeez, I don't know how much I can yap. Bright side about the Chiefs being eliminated, we don't have to see Taylor Swift. That is very much true. Unless, of course, even, I guess with Mahomes gone, I doubt she would go to the games. Not saying she's there for Mahomes, but I'm just saying, I get it, yeah. I don't know, maybe she wants to cheer on Gardner Minshew. I don't know. We're back here in Dallas as they're showing some barbecue. Good barbecue, man. Oh, there's some brisket. Oh, my gosh. I love a good brisket. 20-17 is your score. Cowboys leading, and they will be kicking off to Minnesota. Man, I want brisket. Aubrey ready to kick it off eventually, as there is the kickoff, and that is booted and fielded at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, bounces outside the 25, the 30, 35. He's at the 40, and he's brought down at the 42-yard line. Good return there by Miles Price. A return of 33 yards. And we'll see what the Vikings can do here. Again, the Vikings, last time their offense was on the field, they actually left the field with the lead, 17-14. Cowboys again kicking a field goal. 3 seconds left to go. Kickoff. Of course, the offense has come on the field. And the Cowboys drive down to settle for 3 here. So the Vikings looking to reclaim the lead. As it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball at the 42. McCarthy is under center, receivers to each side as McCarthy hands it off. This is Jones, and Jones is going to be wrapped up at the 43-yard line for a gain of 1. Just saw the Jersey Mike's commercial with Eli Manning dressed up like Danny DeVito, twin style, with a bald cap. Pretty funny. I'd have to look at that. I did not see that. I'm back. Nice. Welcome back, Chance. Trevon Diggs, he's been out for a while. Wishing him a speedy recovery. As it's 2nd and 9 here for the Vikings. McCarthy in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. That is Naylor. As McCarthy lifts the leg. Play action. Moving to his right is McCarthy. He hit as he threw. And that is out of bounds. Incomplete. McCarthy took a crunch. And it'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Vikings. This just in, Taylor Swift singing at the Super Bowl. Yeah, no, that's not true, but geez, I had to think about it for a sec. I would have hated that. I mean, again, I don't really watch the halftime show anyway. I have never Well, okay, that's actually a lie, but I don't enjoy it. I only did it because I had to. Not even kidding. 3rd and 9, ball at the 43. McCarthy in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As McCarthy drops back, he steps up. McCarthy throws, incomplete. Oh, he had him open, but McCarthy missed him. And man, we saw some really good throws earlier from McCarthy, but you're seeing the inconsistencies kind of arise here as the Vikings will have to punt it away. Impressive win by the Chargers Bills. Yes. Big wins by the Chargers and Bills. Of course, the Chargers eliminating the Chiefs today. And the Bills keeping their AFC East hopes alive. Very impressive indeed. Had to have no flag. I guess I missed that one. So let's see here. The Vikings again going to punt. As there it is. It's off. He's had a pretty good night tonight, and that's going to bounce at the, well, actually, I don't know. It went out of bounds. We'll see where he steps out at the 10. Very good punt. Jeez, Dallas takes over at the 10 with 10 left to go in the third quarter. 20-17 is your score. Head-to-head on McCarthy. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, no, the helmet was hit there. I don't know. How's it going, AP? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Sorry about the Raiders today. That was a rough one. You have to see Taylor Swift all on my TV during the playoffs. Yeah. Amen to that. Oh, my gosh. That was horrible. That was cringe. That was actually a terrible era when she first started coming to the games. That was pretty disgusting. I hate that. I really hated that. And I'm glad it's over. They don't show her as much. But now I doubt they show her at all. I doubt she even goes. That was pretty gross. Yes. Man. Again, we're just waiting for this game to resume. Again, 20-17 is your score. Cowboys will have the ball at their own 10. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like and try to respond to as many comments as I can. Even during the game, of course, again, I will be, of course, calling the game. That is... the priority. That's why you're here. But of course, again, talking to the chat, the comment section is a huge part of the channel. Appreciate that. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm sorry. I was pulling for Kenny. I really was. Taylor will probably be in a Target commercial or a Case Jeweler with Kelsey, or maybe a COVID flu shot. This guy. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Takes over at the 10 with 10 left to go. So much 10s, but the quarterback likes the number 9. Yes, and Prescott likes the number 4. They're going for the number 1 pick. They need something. Yeah, no, the Raiders, yeah, it's just a mess. The Raiders are a mess, man. And like I've said, again, it seems like I would hate for it to happen, but it really just seems like Mark Davis has to sell the team. He needs to sell the team, relinquish control, because he's not his dad. Al Davis loved the Raiders. He was passionate about the Raiders. Mark Davis clearly doesn't care about the Raiders, so it starts with ownership, and he has to sell the team in order for the Raiders to be successful. That's just the way it goes. I just don't think he cares. I don't think he cares at all. So we're returning here to Dallas, where again it is 20-17. Dallas leading by 3. They will have it at their own 10. As Prescott drops back. He's looking over the middle. Prescott throws it down the right sideline. It is caught and pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That is C.D. Lamb with a 30-yard catch. And that is a Dallas Cowboys first down. Been saying that? Yeah, man, it's rough. It is rough indeed to be a Raiders fan. You really have my sympathies. It really, I'd love to see the Raiders good. I never really got to experience that, but when the Raiders are good, they were really good. 1st and 10 at the 40 as Prescott is under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Prescott sends Flournoy in motion, play action. Prescott floats it out to Flournoy. Flournoy at the 40 and is tripped up at the 42-yard line for a gain of 2. Give him 3, actually. Tackled at the 43. Having internet problems. Oh, man, that's not good. Hopefully everything's okay. Like number 69. Okay. How are these guys so open? I don't know. They just, man. Dak MVP? No. Dak is not going to be MVP. No, sir. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 43. Prescott hands it off up the middle to the 45. He's at the 50. Williams at the 40. And is slammed down by Murphy at the 36. Oh, man, what a run there by Javonte Williams. A gain of 21 yards. As, again, Williams now over 50 yards on the night. Only fitting again, show her when they're doing bad. Yeah, no, it's fair. That is fair. They won't do it, though. They won't do it, though. 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Prescott drops back, he's looking to his left. Floats it out to Turpin. Turpin at the 40. He's at the 35 to 30 and pushed out of bounds. I believe he's going to be just shy of the first down marker. Looks like they are going to mark him just shy of it. A yard short. Pushed out of bounds at the 27. Dwayne Thomas. Not familiar with Dwayne Thomas. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Cowboys. Javonte Williams on the sideline for the moment. As Prescott. It's going to be in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Prescott takes a snap and hands it off. Up the middle, spinning around is Davis. And Davis, the pile in the second effort, they're going to make it for sure. As that is a first down for the Cowboys, a gain of 2. Giving him 2 on the play, putting him at the 25 of Minnesota. My dad was sitting right next to me, and he was sort of mocking your commentary, saying it was like a 60s radio broadcast. I said, well, you're not wrong. That's what I'm going for. Shout out Chance's dad. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir, for tuning in. You should definitely subscribe to the channel, Chance's dad. It is free. 1st and 10 at the 25. Prescott in the gun. He drops back. He's looking. Pump fakes. Fires it in the turf. Incomplete. I really do want to learn that, 50s accent or something like that. I don't know. It'd be nice to do. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool. Where it's so monotone. You have to pretty much just say "see" at the end of every sentence. Oh, Prescott throws it to the ground. See, that's pretty much that's what they said back then. I don't know why. I don't even know if they know why they said it. 2nd and 10 at the 25. He hands it off down the right side. This is Turpin. Turpin makes a guy miss. He is going to be pushed out of bounds after a couple. A very exciting 2-yard run there makes it 3rd and 8. Tony Dorsett, yep. Dwayne Thomas was the early 70s, number 33. Tony Dorsett. Shout out to Pops, yep. There we go. From one dad to another, yep. So 3rd and 8 coming up for the Cowboys. As Prescott in the gun, trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott drops back and will not do anything because there's a flag. And that's going to be backing him up 5. So 3rd and 13 coming up. Doesn't have a device. Oh, no, it's good. It's good. Roger Starbuck's at the game. This guy, it's Roger Starbuck. Just make sure you seen. Was it the 30s, TJ? I did see it before you retracted it. It probably was. Yeah, it was just. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. It would be cool, though, just to talk like that. 3rd and 13. They need to get to the 15 for a brand new set of downs. As Prescott in the gun, drops back. He's looking over the middle. Prescott dumps it off. It's caught at the 25. He's at the 20. Davis falling forward to the 18-yard line. As that is a gain of 10. Going to bring up 4th and 3. I don't think so, C. I think you were thinking of Chicago gangster movies, C. This guy. C was said during the 30s. Gotcha. Well, still, regardless, 30s, 50s, whatever, it'd be cool to talk like that. I'd like to learn how to do it. C. All right, 4th and 3. Prescott going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott lifts the leg. And no, they're not gonna snap it. They're not gonna make him jump. And that is gonna be a delay of game, and the Cowboys will go ahead and bring out the field goal unit. See? I'll stop. Starbucks is going to the new Roger Starbucks. Roger Starbucks. Yes, old gangster movie accent. Mix that with Howard Cosell to be perfect. Yeah, that'd be hard to do. That'd be so cool, though. 4th and 6 at the 15, they're going to go for it. Man, yeah, they were trying to draw him off there. But yeah, I get what you're saying, E-Banks. 41-yard attempt from the left hash. Aubrey. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 23-17 is your score. 4:50 left to go in this one, as the Cowboys have scored the last 9 points. All of them, of course, thanks to Brandon Aubrey. So they will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate that. Again, if you guys weren't here, I would be talking to myself. So, and of course, I were reading a chat that didn't exist. There would be some problems. There would be some huge problems. I would have to just put myself in the hospital, I guess. But yeah, thank you again. Feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And yeah, feel free, of course, to just vote in the poll. 68% of you guys with the Cowboys, 32% with the Vikings. And, of course, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. It is fast and free and easy to do. Don't think of it as a subscription. It's more of a follow button. That's really all it is. 30s, 50s, whatever it takes. That is the new 220 or 221. Whatever it takes. I guess I don't understand. Dr. Lee, that is an 80s, Mr. Mike. Yeah, like I said, okay. Thank you for filling me in on that. I had no idea. Delay, what's up, bud? Go Cowboys. Appreciate you, RC, for tuning in, man. Good to see you. That can get annoying fast, see? Yeah, I feel like it was going to get annoying, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to stop it right there. Delay, how's it going, bro? Anything good going on? Everything's all right. We're just kind of hanging out, calling a game. Cowboys leading, so I guess it's good for you. Not so much for the Cowboys haters. But, it is what it is. Again, the Cowboys, of course, they got to win out. They need a lot of help. If they want to get into the playoffs. So, they're looking good. But, of course, the Vikings have looked good as well. But, I don't know, McCarthy all of a sudden just looked pretty bad. He looked pretty solid, honestly. Not too shabby in the first half. But that last possession was pretty disgusting. So we'll see what he does going forward. But yeah, like I said, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in for this one. And again, I'll be on tomorrow night. We got Dolphins and the Steelers on Monday Night Football. I'll be doing that one, so feel free to join me. And Tuesday, we're doing some bowl games. We're going to do another bowl game, and it's going to be a lot of football here on the channel going forward. Are the Cowboys still in the race? Yes, they are. They need a lot of help, but they can still... mathematically, they can win out and win the division as long as the Eagles lose every game. So I know it's very slim, but it is doable. It is very much doable. Dolphins play who again tomorrow? This guy. Dolphins play the Steelers. There is the kickoff. That's going to be fielded at the 1. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20. He's at the 25, and then he's pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And that was Miles Price on the return. So again, they're showing here the Vikings offensive line. 15 different offensive line combos this season. That is a lot. And tonight, they have only allowed 18% of the snaps to be pressured. So, that's very good. That's the lowest this season. So, they're playing their best nights. They're having their best game of the night. Or, all season. I don't know. I can't speak anymore. Anyway, McCarthy has it. 1st and 10. At the 30, well, hold on, give me a sec. No, they're not the 30, they're at the 27. McCarthy in the gun, 2 receivers to each side as McCarthy drops back He steps up, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 50, and Hawkinson is touched down at the Dallas 44-yard line. Big play there, and just like that, they are in Dallas territory. Gain of 29 yards. Huge play there. McCarthy just splitting the defense. Good throw. Another good throw. McCarthy might be getting better. He really might be. I don't know. We'll see. 1st and 10 at the 44. McCarthy under center as he drops back. Play action. McCarthy throws it down the middle. It is overthrown. Incomplete. It was indeed off the hands of Jefferson, but again, the throw was pretty high. Again, you can see a good throw from McCarthy, and then you can see, again, Jefferson was as open as you can be in the NFL. That's got to be a little frustrating. Jefferson, yeah, wide open, and just, again, the throw just a little high. Just sent you the 1 minute short on the electrician's joke. Okay. I'll have to look into it. 220, 221. So what movie was that? Was that the Michael Keaton thing, Mr. Mom, right? Yeah, I never watched that. 2nd and 10 at the 44 as McCarthy hands it off. This is Mason as he stumbles forward at the 40 and is brought down to the 35-yard line for a gain of 9. Nice effort there, as that'll make it 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. As we're now under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Cowboys again leading by 6, but the Vikings with the ball in Dallas territory. Dolphins versus Steelers. Somehow two will have 220 passing, 2 touchdowns, and they will run for 150, while the Steelers may start out 10-0. They will lose, or 10-0, they will lose 17-16. Probably. McCarthy under center. It's going to be a jet sweep here to Naylor. Naylor is dropped in the backfield. That is a huge defensive play. Wilson on the tackle. Again, that was huge. As now it'll be 4th and 3. And this will be an interesting decision for the Vikings. You ideally would kick a field goal, 55-yarder. That's kind of a chip shot nowadays. Half the Heisman Trophy winners played for the Browns quarterbacks last night. Wait, hold on, I'm a little lost there, Vince. Let's go purple, people. McCarthy, they're going for it. They need 3 yards. McCarthy drops back. He floats it down the right sideline. It's caught by Naylor. What a catch at the 14-yard line. Gain of 23. Naylor with an acrobatic catch. And the Vikings are in the red zone. Big play there on 4th and 3. That was gutsy. Naylor doing a good job again. That was a good throw, too. A back shoulder throw. Naylor again running a stop route, seeing that wasn't going to happen. He turns and goes. Again, that's something the Steelers just don't know what to do. After they run the route, he's like, okay, I'm done. Great stuff by Naylor. 1st and 10 at the 14. McCarthy drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught by Jefferson. Makes the guy miss at the 5. Diving forward to the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 10. And again, that is a Minnesota Vikings first down, as we are under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Vikings are driving. The Viking horn. I don't have anything. No, I don't have a Viking horn. Here, Vince. I don't think I have really anything of the Vikings in this household. I do have a Cowboys Cup. Don't ask why. And no, again, Steelers fan. Sure you can tell. 1st and 10. McCarthy drops back. He's moving to his right. He bats it up in the air, and it's incomplete. He didn't bat it. He threw it. It was batted in the air. Incomplete. Actually, I don't think I have the Cowboys Cup. I think that's still at my parents'. My dad and my brother went to a Cowboys-Eagles game in Dallas. Okay, there you go. There's why I would have it. Just in case anyone's asking. It's like, oh, look, I thought you were a Steelers fan. No, I am. Trust me. There is a flag, so we'll see what's happening here. Illegal contact on the defense. Half the distance, and that is an automatic first down. Murray, the guilty party there, as the the Vikings will have it at the 2-yard line. What the heck? Yeah, I don't know about that call. That was probably one of the worst calls. Or they got the wrong number. That's probably what it was. Yeah, it wasn't number 59. First and goal at the 2. McCarthy drops back. He throws it over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Jefferson. I think the throw was pretty good. I'd like to see a replay. May have just been off the fingertips of Jefferson. McCarthy rifles it in there. Tell you what, Jefferson should have made that catch. That's a good throw. Daniel wanted a burger meal deal. $20 came up with the Cowboy Cup. It's a nice cup. It is a nice cup. It is a nice cup, yes. It's a big cup, too. It's probably a 32-ounce cup. All right, second and goal at the 1. As McCarthy under center, sending a man in motion. That is Addison as he hands it off to the fullback. Oh, and he just walks into the end zone. And he does the gritty. That is a touchdown, Vikings, the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns. He is unbiased, folks. Just letting you know. As the Vikings tie it up with 1:12 left to go in the third quarter. C.J. Ham, the fullback dive. It worked all the time in the old Maddens. It worked sometimes in the old NFL 2K games. It worked here tonight in Dallas. Just walking in untouched. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 24-23. Vikings leading with 1:12 left to go in the third quarter. And we'll see what Dak and the Cowboys can do after this commercial break. I, of course, will be right here during this commercial break. I won't abandon you because they go to commercial. I'm not going to go to commercial. I can't. So there you go. It's kind of random. I don't know when they do it. It just does it. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whenever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. The chat is and forever will be a big part of the channel. So, please, chat down below. Talk about the game. Talk about the NFL playoff picture. Talk about whatever it is you'd like. If not, that's okay. Again, I understand being a silent listener. I've been that. I've done that. I still am that for the most part when it comes to other channels and other things. And, of course, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. Right now, 66% of you guys have the Cowboys winning tonight, 34% with the Vikings. Right now, though, the Vikings, again, they are winning. Like Ernie Stauner, number 70, right? Stauner was 70, if I recall. On my end, it says 68, but that's okay. That's pretty cool. Appreciate it again for tuning in. And yeah, like it up. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. That's a lot of likes. That's a lot of. I think that's the most likes today, for sure. So again, thank you again for tuning in. Or was it 60? What was Ernie Stauner? I can't remember now. I don't know. I can't think of anything. They're showing a pizza commercial, though. I kind of want pizza, but it's obviously too late. 20. Yeah, I'm looking at that now. I'll have to look at that after. In the gritty in the end zone, yeah. Anyway, again, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in for this. Again, we're just now in a commercial break. As, again, the Cowboys finding themselves down 24-23. They were the favorite. They were favored by 5.5. I believe the over-under is hit. No, 47.5. So we are still under, but we are looking like we will hit the over. So a lot of points in this one. 70, nice. Next Sunday night, of course, we have the Patriots and the Ravens. That will be probably a good one, honestly. So, again, I'll be here next Sunday night. Feel free, again, to subscribe. I'll be here regardless if you sub or not. Again, I'll be doing 3 games next week. I can already tell you 2 of them. Again, that one, Patriots-Ravens. I'll be doing Steelers-Lions at the afternoon game. And then as far as the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock game, I don't know. I have yet to really make a decision on that. But I will let you guys know as soon as I know. There is the kickoff. Going to field it in the end zone. He's going to take a knee for a touchback. NFL needs the Cowboys to win, so they'll most likely win. Yeah, maybe, probably. They're showing off here George Pickens from the Lions game. Again, not a good game by Pickens. Of course, there was some Pickens jogging on some routes and then doesn't get the catch. Of course, again, there's that deep ball where Pickens just gave up on it for no reason. But yeah, last week, rough week. 5 catches, 37 yards. Tonight, 1 catch, 10 yards. Where did Pickens go? I don't know. That's usually what happens. When you need him the most, he disappears. How do I know? Where did he play at? 1st and 10 at the 35. Prescott under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. He hands it off. This is Williams up the gut at the 40, and he's brought down at the 30. No, pardon me, at the 45-yard line. Gain of 10. So nice run there by Javonte Williams, as that is a Dallas Cowboys first down. Good play there, right up the middle. Williams having a nice night, averaging 6 yards a carry. Very impressive. As Prescott, it's going to be under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Prescott hands it off. This is Williams' jump cut here. He's at the 50 and brought down at the 46. Another nice run. Gain of 9, as now he's over 70 yards on the night. The Steelers beat the Dolphins and the Patriots beat the Ravens. They would be even similar games if the Steelers lose the following 2 and tied at 8-7. Yep, that is true. 2nd and 1. Wait, hold on. Now I'm not following their Trisk. Patriots beat the Ravens. They'd be 7-8. Maybe I'm following here. 2nd and 1 as the Cowboys going to go ahead and let this one trickle down. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. Vikings leading 24-23 with a quarter left to play. Cowboys with the ball in Minnesota territory. So, of course, they will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Yes, they will be back a game. Yeah, the Ravens would be 7-8 if they lose to the Patriots next week. Steelers will be 7-8 if they lose, of course, tomorrow. And then, against the Lions, which, the Lions game looking like that could be tough because the Lions will be playing for a, must-win at that point. Everything's a must-win for the Lions. That'll be interesting. 8-8. Yeah, no, it's very likely. Looking at that final week, let's go look at Week 18 real quick. So obviously with Week 18, as you guys probably know, as we look at all these random shipping containers, Week 18, the Sunday night game usually is a, win it in or, it's for the division or something like that. Steelers-Ravens looking like a very big possibility. But there are other games that could find themselves into the Week 18 Sunday Night Football fold. Detroit and Chicago. That could be a very big one. Again, if Detroit kind of does well down the stretch, Chicago might falter. You never know how that could go. It's very likely that could happen. Detroit-Chicago could be a big one. Chargers and the Broncos. I mean, if the Broncos were to, of course, stumble, Chargers keep winning. There you go. Again, that's how the Chargers-Broncos could be the final Sunday night game of the year. Then you have here again Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Tampa Bay. That one right now is kind of the favorites because both teams 7-7, and really one of them's going to go to the playoffs, one of them won't. And then the Colts and Houston. Of course, the Colts are kind of stumbling right now. I don't know if I would really put the Colts in that conversation, but as of now, they're only a game back in the wild card. I guess I can go back and show you. As, again, they are 8-6. The Texans 9-5. Going to be very interesting, again, these final 3 weeks of the season. So we'll see how they play out again. Very exciting time of the year. I love this. I absolutely love the NFL. Even if the NFL is not as good as it was, it still is awesome. Still is awesome. If the Steelers win tomorrow, then lose 2 in a row, the Pats beat the Ravens at 8-8. The Steelers will are still back a game in the same opponent games. Oh, okay. I did not know that. All right. A lot of division races will come down to the last week. Yes, it will, Joseph. Going to be huge. Going to be huge indeed. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 47. Hands it off up the middle. This is Williams, and Williams going to be just short. Just short. Brought down around the 45-yard line. Needed to get to like the 44 and a And a 2/3 there, but not quite. So 3rd and inches coming up for the Cowboys. Steelers still have to have their 3-game skid. I could see it. Again. It'll be interesting. All right, 3rd and inches as Pickens makes his way off the field. Prescott under center, setting Lamb in motion. Hands it off up the middle. He dives forward, and he gets the first down, crossing the 45, brought down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 2, and that is another Dallas Cowboys first down. Steelers, Ravens, Buccaneers, Panthers, Detroit. No, again, there's a lot of stuff for sure. Receiving leaders this year, we got JSN, Puka Nacua. Then you have George Pickens. Pickens at number 3, but again, he's been kind of silenced the last 2 games. Now, again, he could pop off here in the 4th quarter, but again, he's been a no-show tonight. As Prescott drops back, looking to his left. He hit as he threw. It is incomplete. If I'm the Vikings, I'm running this back. But the referee saying, no, sir, that was definitely an incomplete pass. Very interesting there. He was hit as he threw. Would like to see the replay. Harrison Smith forcing the throw. Ooh. I don't know. They didn't really. That's interesting. They should have let that play out. Prescott swings it out. It's caught by Pickens. It's going to be tripped up around the 40-yard line. Actually going to give him to the 37. Really good spot there, as that is a gain of 6 for the Cowboys. So 3rd and 4 coming up. Again, 13-23 and counting in this one. They need to get to the 33 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 37. As Prescott awaits the snap in the gun. Looks like they're doing the hard count. Vikings maybe bringing the blitz. They have 6 Vikings up there on that line. As Prescott drops back, he steps up. Oh, and the Vikings will get to him in the backfield. They're going to whistle it dead. That is a sack. Van Ginkel and Greenard with the sack, as they will split it, and Aubrey is going to trot on to go ahead and retake the lead. Huge sack there. Again, they were faking 6. They actually only sent 4. And the offensive line just couldn't adapt to it. This would be a 59-yard field goal from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. Oh, my goodness. He Mike Vanderjacked it. It is no good. I hate to go on a rant again on how much I've been told this guy is the best kicker in the NFL, but he's missed 2 tonight from 50+. Further proof that Chris Boswell is the greatest kicker in the NFL today. When you need him the most, Brandon Aubrey lets you down. And the Vikings will take over close to midfield. Just saying. No issue really with the Cowboys, honestly, this year, to be honest with you. It's just the fact that I'm told week in, week out, Brandon Aubrey, that guy's the GOAT. That guy's the greatest. He can make everything. He can do it all. He's the best kicker by far. He's better than Tucker was. Dropped a pen. McCarthy tosses here. This is Mason. Mason cuts inside. He's at the 50 and brought down at the 48-yard line. Oh, my gosh. Gotta get my pen here. That is a gain of 3 for the Vikings. Mike Vanderjacked it. Yeah, it looked exactly the same, to be honest with you. Wide, right? Not even close. The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, he missed it. He missed it again. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 48. McCarthy in the gun. Trips the right, 2 receivers to the left. As McCarthy lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. McCarthy steps up, escaping pressure. He's going to take off a run. It's at the 45, diving forward. Going to be close to the line to gain. McCarthy saying he was hitting the helmet, and there's no flag. And he was hit earlier. No flag there. No flag here. Regardless, that is a Vikings first down. Yikes indeed there, Jim. Yeah, I go away from my radio persona for a sec. Do you think Rodgers will retire after the... Oh, right, yeah. if they don't do anything, he's done. He's done for sure. If they win the playoff game, hey, they might run it back. They may run it back. 1st and 10 at the 40 as McCarthy is going to roll out to his right. Play action. McCarthy throws it. It is caught at the 30. He's at the 25, and the Cowboys going to gang tackle him at the 22-yard line. Big catch there by Josh Oliver, as that is a Minnesota Vikings first down. Great job at selling the play action. Again, I've been very impressed with McCarthy. This is very, again, he's had some good throws. He's had some bad throws. But I'll tell you what, if he continues to play like this down the stretch, the Vikings will not move off this guy next year. They won't. They will go with him again in 2026. 1st and 10 here for the Vikings as McCarthy going to be under center, receiver to the right. Tight ends in tight, play action. McCarthy, he floats it down the left side. It is caught by Hawkinson at the 5. Great adjustment. Again, a throw not good, but Hawkinson with a great last-second adjustment to make a great catch. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Vikings. They're inside the 5 at the 4. That's his 3rd catch of the night. The Cowboys player going for the pick. That was a mistake. A huge one there as the Vikings at the 4. 1st and goal. McCarthy and the Vikings breaking the huddle as McCarthy going to be in the gun by himself. Trips to the right. One receiver to his left, sending a man in motion. He takes a snap. He's looking to his right. McCarthy throws. It is caught. Touchdown, Minnesota Vikings. And the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns. And the Vikings have went up by 7. And we're still pending the extra point with 9:12 left to go in the 4th quarter. Wow. He was wide open. That's as easy of a throw as you can make. Naylor just wide open in the flat. Simple out route. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 31-23 is your score. Yeah, and the Cowboys, they wouldn't be eliminated if they lose tonight, but man, it would turn into a 0.1% chance. Jeez, this is, wow. This is definitely something. This is definitely, or maybe they would be. Hold on, give me a sec. 7. I guess the Packers, the Packers would give them the chance, but I don't know how that would work. I don't know, I'd have to look into that. To me, Rodgers is done. When he says he is done, I think he'll play until 2027. Well, he did say, hey, we signed it for 1 year, and that's it. He did say that on the Pat McAfee show. Now, that was earlier in the year. I don't know if that's going to hold much. It really I think it depends how the season ends. If they end terrible, he's going to say goodbye. I'm good. I don't need to do this anymore. But if they win, it'll be interesting. If they win a playoff game, I think you could see him come back. I don't know. JJ's potential, for sure. I've been impressed. I was like, man, this guy, not good. Definitely not good at all. But he has made some throws. He's made some throws that it's like, hey, the Vikings might have something with this guy. Again, if he plays like this down the stretch, they are going to give him the keys next year for sure. Now, of course, he reverts back to old JJ McCarthy, the past few weeks, or not past few weeks, but, pretty much every game except for last week. Then it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to move on. We're going to bring in someone else at least to push you. But yeah, McCarthy, not too shabby. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. The chat is a very big part of the channel. Feel free to feel involved if you'd like. I do enjoy talking to you guys for as much as I can. And of course, let me know who you think is going to win tonight. 66% of you guys with the Cowboys, 34% with the Vikings. So, right now, of course, the Vikings looking pretty good. And, of course, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It is free, I promise you. You don't have to pay me a dime. Think of it more as a follow button. Legalizing betting has rigged the game. Well, that's kind of common sense there, Jim. But again, McCarthy's played good. I don't know what you want there. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want there, buddy. But yeah, McCarthy looks good. What can I say? What can I say? I'm assuming you put money and you're losing. Oh, it happens. Maybe next time. Oh, dang it. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. We lost again. Let's try again. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Anyway, it's going to be fielded in the end zone. Going to take it out the 5. He's at the 10, the 15. He's going to reverse field. Turpin, he's at the 20. He's at the 25, the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Turpin runs out of bounds at the 45. There are flags, and this may be coming back. Maybe coming back. Holding on the Cowboys. That's going to back him up. That is going to back him up. That is a costly penalty, too. They're going to be inside their own 10. That is brutal. Brutal. You just really... Yeah, that is just unfortunate. Oh, man, he's grabbing. Yeah, he's grabbing. Tough one. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 10 as Prescott going to be in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Prescott takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to his right. Moving to his right. Pump fakes, throws. It is caught. This is Pickens at the 25 and pushed out of bounds. Or no, tackled at the 27. 27. The 27-yard line. There was a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 coming up. Prescott going to be under center. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right. As Prescott's going to take the snap. Hands it off to Williams. Williams at the 30. The 35. He's at the 40. And brought down at the 42-yard line. Gain of 15 for Javonte Williams. Again, he's at 89 yards. So Williams has been very, very good tonight. As he is just, I mean, honestly, it's been most of the runs have just been up the gut. That's really what it is. Just right up the middle. Give it to Williams, and he's been getting a plenty of yards tonight. 1st and 10 as Prescott and the Cowboys are at the 42. Prescott under center. He will hand it off up the middle. This is Williams. This time, the Vikings will wrap him up after a gain of 2. 90 yards rushing for Williams. Again, just a great night. Might be for naught, though. Again, the Cowboys finding themselves down by 8. Looked like they were kind of pulling away, but the Vikings have kind of stormed back with 14 unanswered, if I recall. Yeah, 14 unanswered. They were down 23-17. Prescott in the gun as they are at the 44-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Prescott drops back, he's looking, fires. It's caught the 45. Makes a guy miss. Flournoy cuts inside again at the 50. Still moving his feet as he's brought down at the 48. Great run after the catch there by Flournoy, as that is a Cowboys first down. As we're at 7 minutes and counting here in Dallas. Again, the Vikings leading by 8. But the Cowboys not showing any give up yet. Flournoy just juking, spamming the juke button. As is 1st and 10 at the 48. Prescott in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Prescott drops back, he's looking over the middle. Prescott moving to his left. There's a flag. Prescott throws. It's caught at the 40. And Davis runs out of bounds at the 33. But this probably is coming back. And it looks like it is. It's a hold on the Cowboys. Adeniji, the guilty party there. Adeniji just decided to embrace Grenard from behind. You really can't do that. Not really a football move. Not really a football move. And, of course, you're holding. So, 1st and 20 coming up for the Cowboys. as they are at the 42. Prescott in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Prescott drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is incomplete. Just a flat-out miss by Prescott. Pass intended for CeeDee Lamb. Looked like the sideline, though. Again, that was just an errant pass. Going to be 2nd and 20. That was a quick pass, too. Man, yeah, no, single coverage everywhere else. They went with the quick out, and, of course, Prescott feeling the pressure just flat-out missed him. As it's 2nd and 20. Ball at their own 42. Prescott changing something up for the receivers. Prescott takes the snap, drops back. Prescott looking to his right. He fires. It's caught at the 45. He's at the 50. Lamb makes the guy miss as he's tackled at the 45-yard line. Nice gain of 13 there for CeeDee Lamb, as it'll make it 3rd and 7 coming up for the Cowboys. We're under 6 minutes now in this one. They need to get to the 38 for a brand new set of downs. And again, they're down by 8, so that's a problem. As Prescott drops back, he throws it over the middle. It is dropped by Davis. Davis heard footsteps. And now it's 4th and 7. Looks like the Cowboys' offense is staying on the field. If you don't get this, this is a problem. As a field goal by the Vikings will make it a 2-score game, as they elect to not trust their defense. McCarthy has no potential trust. I don't know. I'm seeing some potential tonight there. I really am. We'll see how the last 3 weeks go. Again, I think that'll tell a lot. Prescott in the gun, trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott drops back. He's looking, evading pressure. Prescott throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 39. I think he was denied, but we'll see where they mark it. They needed to get to the 38. This will be interesting. We do have an injured Viking. Greenard is down at an Airbnb right now, and the Wi-Fi password the owner wrote down is wrong. Now I have to deal with alerts for the state of Kansas, even though I'm in Louisiana. That sounds so annoying. I'm very sorry there. That is tough. Hopefully when. I guess I'm lost there, Tony. Again, appreciate it, Tony, for tuning in. Sammy saying Noah. What in the world am I looking at in the chat, guys? Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, but geez, I'm just kidding. Again, that is a interesting spot there. So, yeah, no, the Vikings going to, yeah, he was short. He was short, and they're going to give it to the Vikings. So, again, if they get about 20 yards, you're already in field goal range, essentially. And a field goal, it doesn't put this game out of reach, but it would just be, again, a 2-score game with about 4 minutes to go, depending on how long they take. It's Sam. Again, appreciate it, Sam, for tuning in. But yeah, no, this is very interesting, and them going for it, not getting it, and the Vikings will have pretty decent field position again. I mean, do you really want to trust the Cowboys defense? No, I get it. It's Sammy. I'm going to call you Sammy now. You're not going to tell me what to do, Sammy. I see it's Sammy. You're Sammy to everybody. Now you're Sammy to me. So thank you, Sammy. So, again, Vikings will only need about 20 yards, and it'll be very interesting how they go forward. But, again, it is an 8-point game, so we'll see what happens. Our team sucks. They aren't even playing. Talking about the Cowboys? Yeah, that is tough. That is tough, Ghost. That is tough indeed. You're just trying to watch the game. I'm just trying to talk. I'm just trying to tell you what's going on there, Sammy. Why throw it short of the mark, Tomlin? I mean, that's just what it is now, man. They just always throw it. They just always throw it short. That's what they do. But anyway, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free to vote on the poll. Let me know who you think's going to win. Right now, 64% of you guys with the Cowboys, 36% with the Vikings. Right now, 36% looking like you guys will win. Vikings winning. Yep. What was the winning defense? I have no idea. You doing any college football playoff games this weekend? Yes. I plan on doing as many as I can. Again, the NFL has games on Saturday, so I don't know how that'll go. As McCarthy hands it off up the middle, he's at the 40. Mason is going to be driven backwards at the 42-yard line for a gain of 3. And I'll be doing Friday for sure, as that is Alabama, Oklahoma. And I don't know. Again, Saturday, usually I do better with college. I might just have to, ask forgiveness from the Packer-Bears fans and the other game that's going on this Saturday. I actually don't even remember. Philadelphia and Washington. Yeah, I'm probably going to do the college football playoff games, all of them. Yeah, I'll be doing them all. I'm just going to go and make that decision now. So we're doing them all here on the channel. All right, 2nd and 7, ball at the 42. As McCarthy hands it off, this is Mason. He bounces inside, but is not getting anything as he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 7 coming up. What the Cowboys fight? I guess they could. They could, Sammy. At this point, I guess I'm rage baiting you. Go Ducks, says Jim. Yeah, it'll be a big game. I think they probably win. They probably win by 2 scores at least. I'm kind of pulling for a close game at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. There is an injured Cowboy. That stops the clock with 4:33 left to go. So I guess we'll have to hold the phone. Looks like that was Quinnen Williams injured during the play. So again, Parsons tears his ACL. Hopefully, of course, we're good here. I didn't really see what happened. They're showing the replay now. Williams just shoved to the ground. Oh, and he takes a hit from the back of the head. That's probably a concussion. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he is okay. So they're going to step away. Yeah, no, hopefully it's not a serious injury. It's Casey in the playoffs. They will not be. Kansas City has been eliminated. But again, as far as college football playoffs, yeah, I'll just call them all. I'll call them all, folks. Definitely calling them all. So yeah, Alabama, Oklahoma Friday night, Saturday morning, 11 o'clock Central Time. Miami at Texas A&M, which I'm sure Cowboys fans, some of you guys are Texas A&M fans. And then we got Tulane, Ole Miss, and then of course James Madison, Oregon at night. And again, I think that's just the way to go. It might be blowouts, but hey, again, I've done for the channel's future. I got to do what's best for the channel. Go Ducks, says Loud Life. Yeah, again, you guys have a good shot there. Need touchdown scores for tomorrow. I'm taking Waddle, Freiermuth, Metcalf. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I really buy Freiermuth. I don't know if I really buy any Steeler, to be honest with you. I have no faith in the Steelers. That's terrible. I think they're going to win. I don't know how they're going to win. I don't know who they're going to go with. But, yeah, I don't know. Freiermuth. I don't know if I buy Freiermuth. Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you. I just don't have any faith. Go Canes, says Brent. Yeah, no, big one there. Miami Hurricanes. I got a lot of Hurricane fans on the channel. A lot of Notre Dame fans on the channel. Oh, my gosh. That was a lot of everything, actually. When it comes down to it, let me look at the playoff here. So you got it. I got some Alabama fans. I got a few Oklahoma fans. A lot of Miami fans. Not as many Texas A&M. So really, yeah, just staying at 3 here. No Tulane, not really. Got a few Tulane. Anthony's not really a Tulane fan, but he's pulling for Tulane. Ole Miss, no. James Madison, no. Oregon, got a few Oregon fans. So I would say 4. And then, of course, I guess for the playoff, got Ohio State, not really many Ohio State. Texas Tech, we had a big turnout for Texas Tech. I imagine I got some Texas Tech fans. Indiana, no. Georgia, yes. So, okay. Well, we got 6 teams. 6 teams there that the channel can be pulling for. As far as best case scenario for Dr. Delay, anyway. Bigger turnout is better. So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Vikings as they are at the 42. They've been pretty conservative these past few plays. They need to get to the 49 for a brand new set of downs. As McCarthy drops back, steps up, fires, caught at the 45, and he is brought down just shy. It's going to be close. Hawkins, that's a bad spot. He's a lot closer than that. But they're going to mark it down at the 48. Oh my gosh. That's a terrible spot, but it is what it is. What an upset. As of now it is, but again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. 4th and 1 as McCarthy going to be under center. Caden, Ohio State, there we go. It's going to be a 10 field goal game. I don't know. I'm thinking low scoring. It's going to be like 10 degrees there. So keep that in mind. I just don't know. If the Irish get in a real conference, it would have been a discussion. Yeah. I don't know if I want to have that discussion here, Brent. I just feel like you may have just brought in all the Notre Dame fans. Oh my gosh. Again, I feel so bad for Notre Dame. I feel like they were deserving. But, it is what it is. Timeout Minnesota. They're going to talk it over. They're going to talk it over. 3:21 left to go. You cover any games Tuesday? I think there's a bowl game Tuesday. So, yeah, should be, DJ. Should be. Give me a second. I'll let you know the specifics on that one. Tuesday night, we got Troy at Jacksonville State. Troy favored by 2.5 as that one is the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. I'll be covering that one on Tuesday night. So again, if you like sports, folks, this is the channel for you. As McCarthy's going to be in the shotgun, they're going for it. McCarthy hands it off up the middle to Jones. He's got the first down, crossing the 50-yard line, brought down at the 48. As that is a brand new set of downs for the Vikings, as the Dallas Cowboys will take their first timeout with 3:16 left to go in this one. I'm glad you're doing the college games. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. That is, again, you can check out the live section. You can see what, you can sort it by most popular. You can see the college games have, crushed the NFL, which, again, I love the NFL, but apparently you guys don't love me as much. Just saying. College fans do. NFL fans, not as much. But a pretty good turnout tonight. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. That is awesome. So 1st and 10 here for the Vikings as McCarthy's going to be under center. Trips to the left to one receiver to the right. As McCarthy going to be under center, hands it off. This is Jones, and Jones is tripped up at the 46-yard line for a gain of 2, and the Cowboys will take their second timeout with 3:12 left to go. This is the 7th game allowing 30-plus points in the NFL this year. That is tied for the most, and they are right up there with the elite teams of the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 4-10, and the Las Vegas Raiders, who I believe are 3-11. That defense, they're 2-12. I actually gave too much credit there to the Raiders. Definitely a rough year. Rough year. Dallas cooked. They're looking like they may be. They may be cooked. No love for the delay. They hate delay. They hate me, and it's okay. I'll be the bad guy. I'll be like the Miz. I'll be like a PG bad guy, and that's fine with me. That is actually perfectly fine. As McCarthy is going to hand it off. This is Jones at the 45, the 40. He's got the first down at the 35, and he's fumbles the ball at the 30. It's picked up by Dallas. But was he down? The referees are saying he was down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What is this? Oh, man, let's see what's happening here. Was he down? Was he down? Oh, the ball's coming out the same time. Oh, man, that is so close. That is close. They're going to review this. No way. This is interesting. Yep, Anna, this is interesting. The villain arc has begun. Yep. Yeah, it is definitely going to happen for sure. Oh, man. Yep, how's it going? Appreciate it, Anna, for tuning in. We got a big play here. Again, the Vikings just got the first down, but the ball was kind of coming out at the end, and there was a clear recovery by the Cowboys, so it'll be very interesting. And, 6-7, I have no problem saying that. It's one of the few channels that actually has no problem saying it. So, of course, the final 3 games here. The Eagles, again, play Washington twice. Then they have Buffalo in the middle. The Cowboys, again, they have to go to the Chargers. I already forgot the schedule, but it's a little more difficult. And that is going to be a challenge lost by the Cowboys. And again, this isn't over, but it's all but over. As apparently he was down. The ball was coming out a little bit. It was very close, but not close enough, apparently, as the Vikings will have it at the 30. Dallas has no timeouts. Vikings with the ball with just over 3 minutes to go. And if they were to get the first down on the other side of the 2-minute warning, even at 2:40, it would be pretty much a GG. As McCarthy sends a man in motion, McCarthy hands it off. This is Jones, and Jones is going to be brought down to the backfield for a loss on the play, loss of 1. So Jones with only 38 yards on the night. But again, that was a big run there. Thanks for your coverage dedication. Appreciate you, GJ. DJ, you are a legend. Thank you again for that. I appreciate you, GJ. Thank you for the $2. That is awesome. Thank you. How about Washington's schedule these last 4 weeks? Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles. Yeah, yeah. They just saved the NFC East for everything, for the end, I guess. All right, from this point on at the Vikings, if they get a first down, it's over. McCarthy is under center. He hands it off. This is Mason, and he's going to get maybe a yard as he's tackled at the 30-yard line. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 31-23 is your score. Minnesota looking like they may put the dagger into the Cowboys. As this is tough. Have a good night. Going back to bed. Another long week. I'll be here tomorrow night. Thank you as always. Thank you. Thank you again for tuning in, Nick. And again, I'll be on tomorrow with the Steelers and the Dolphins. Steelers and the Dolphins tomorrow. Steelers, again, not a must win, but it'd be nice if they did. They really do need that. So 3rd and 11 for the Vikings. You have to imagine they're going to run it here and then kick a field goal. Again, a field goal makes this a 2-score game and would not be ideal for the Cowboys. As, man, this is a long timeout. My goodness. Or, 2-minute warning. Long 2-minute warning. McCarthy tonight, 15 for 24, 250 and 2 touchdowns and a pick. For Dak, 21 for 34, 252, no touchdowns, no picks. Sammy putting L on the chat there, I guess towards the Cowboys. As McCarthy under center, receiver to the left. As McCarthy hands it off, this is Jones. Jones is going to lose some yards on the play as he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Loss of 4. And this will make the kick a little bit more difficult as this will be a 53-yarder. Again, it would have been a 49-yarder if he lost nothing there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no, sir. So, again, the Vikings looking to kick to make this a 2-score game. And again, that would probably be the dagger in the Cowboys season. It really would. Really would. As the Vikings will be calling a timeout with 1:13 remaining. Man, this is, this kind of dragging out here at the end. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you did like tonight's broadcast, make sure again to like and subscribe. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 3,100 subs. Last night we crossed 3,000. Again, this is a growing channel. Just started out this year. And, of course, it takes time to build a sports channel on YouTube. Competition very fierce. I'm sure you see it all the time. So many people streaming games. So, again, thank you for choosing me as tonight's entertainment. And, again, tomorrow I'll be covering Dolphins and the Steelers. And, of course, we got games for you pretty much all month. I mean, there's games happening every day with the bowl games and all that. So, Yeah, I'll be on. Hopefully I see you there, as this is the 53-yard attempt. It is up, and it is good. And the Vikings lead 34-23 with 1:08 left to go in this one. Wow, and again, that is the dagger in the Cowboys season. Again, they'll have like a 0.1% chance to make the playoffs, but they could not afford to lose this game. Winning this game would have pushed them to 11% chance to make the playoffs. Now it is all but over, as the Cowboys be eliminated by JJ McCarthy. Again, McCarthy, not a bad night. Again, McCarthy had some throws that are that was very impressive. Very impressive by McCarthy. Again, he had some bad throws as well. And that is probably going to be the JJ McCarthy experience for a year or so. But again, he had some throws where you're like, man, that guy actually not too shabby. Thank you, Dr. Lake, for your football coverage. Great game today. Enjoy your football coverage. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Abraham. Appreciate it. Thank you. I really do appreciate the kind words. Like I said, 99% of the chats are great. So I do appreciate you guys again for tuning into this one. Because again, we're just over a minute left to go as the Vikings kick it off. As AT&T Stadium they are leaving. The Cowboys fans are leaving, and Dallas will start it at the 35. Again, Turpin's had some good returns, so I can see why they're kicking it out. Thank you for the stream today, Doc. Thank you, George, again, as always, for always tuning in. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you have a great night, and I might just see you tomorrow. Again, Dolphins at Steelers. Going live at 8 Eastern, I believe. Maybe 7 Central. I actually don't know. I might start a little early. As Prescott drops back, he steps up. Prescott just chucks it down the middle of the field. It is almost intercepted. Harrison Smith, the old man, couldn't quite hold on to that one. Incomplete. His 200th start, Harrison Smith. He has been in the NFL for a very, very long time. Not able to hold on to that one. Flournoy had to play defense. Good defense there by Flournoy. Yes, thanks for all the coverage. See you tomorrow. Thank you again, Yin Yang. Appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Good night. Good night, sir. 2nd and 10. Prescott in the gun. He drops back. He's looking to his right, moving to his right is Prescott. He throws it. It is caught at the 45, and he's dropped at the 40-yard line. Big play there as the Cowboys in Vikings territory. There is an injured Viking. Isaiah Rodgers taking a lot of that hit as well. So the Cowboys, look at that, in Vikings territory. Again, it's not over, but it's trending that way. As you see the Cowboys parking lot there, traffic jam, traffic everywhere. That is tough. That is tough indeed. So again, an injured Viking. Hopefully he'll be okay. Brandon Aubrey again has missed 2 kicks tonight, both of them from 50 plus. So, I mean, ideally, yeah, you kick the field goal and then you go for the onside kick. You give you more time, to. Ideally, yeah, you give you more time to, recover onside kick, then, of course, drive the field. Of course, again, if you score quickly, if you score a touchdown now, then, of course, you recover the onside kick. You don't have to go as far. So, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole strategy thing. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Yep, big game. Steelers again playing the red-hot Dolphins. Not an over-exaggeration there. They're playing very well. As Prescott drops back, Prescott steps up. He throws over the middle. It is caught at the 20, and he runs backwards. He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Gain of 17 yards. As the Cowboys will hurry. They're going to hustle. Prescott in the gun, drops back. 26 seconds left. He throws it to the end zone. It is overthrown. Incomplete. Clock stops with 23 seconds. And here comes Aubrey. He's going to come on to make this a one-score game. Make this a one-score game with 23 seconds left. As Andrew's saying, Skull. Andrew very proud of his Vikings. As this will be a 41-yard attempt from the right hash. Vikings with the win would be 2-2, and whenever I cover them, as Aubrey kicks it up, it is good. 41-yard attempt right down the middle, making it 34-26. Yeah, the Vikings would be 2-2 in my coverage of the Vikings this year. Dallas would fall to 1-3, so not ideal. Not ideal at all. And, of course, they're going to try the onside kick and give the Cowboys a shot. Only 9% of onside kicks have been recovered this year. I mean, that is just terrible. But, I mean, again, they have no chance because of all the stupid onside kick rules. Just all the stupid rules in general with the NFL. Oh, well, you know, glory days of the 2000s are over. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe. Probably not. Justin Jefferson going to be on the hands team here for the Vikings. So you're going to get all these stars out there. As Aubrey going to try to work some magic as they show Pickens on the sideline. He is lost. Just staring out into the wilderness. Yeah, not a good night for Pickens. I think only 3 catches for him tonight. We've had a tough season. I have to chance goal when I can. I got you, Andrew. No, appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Having tough years, I totally understand. You can see the team I cheer for. As Aubrey is lined up and ready. Can the Cowboys recover? There is the onside kick. It is recovered by the Vikings, and that is going to do it in this one, as the Vikings will most likely take a knee. And that'll do it, 34-26, as the Vikings will move on to 6-8. And the Cowboys will fall to 6-7-1. And again, they are pretty much all but eliminated with a loss tonight. That is a rough one. That is a rough one for the Cowboys. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in as McCarthy takes a knee, and that'll do it. 34-26. And again, if you did like coverage tonight, that's a wrap. That is a wrap of this one. Again, if you did enjoy tonight's coverage of this classic radio-style broadcast, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It is free as can be. Again, think of it more as a follow button. Don't think of it as a subscription. Think of it more as a follow button. As, again, this channel is growing and growing and growing. Again, just started this year in 2025 doing all these, starting off with March Madness, and, it was pretty fun. And now we're at 3K subs, moving on. We're going to be a big channel one day. It just, of course, takes time, especially in the first year. You got to build it. And, of course, again, I'll be live tomorrow, Dolphins, Steelers, and, of course, doing bowl games throughout the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, doing Thursday Night Football again, then the College Football Playoff Friday and Saturday, and, of course, some more NFL on Sunday. So, again, that's what I do here. Appreciate it. You guys all have a wonderful night, and y'all take care. And good night and be careful. Peace.